Start your engines if you wanna play, and let's go on the track and begin the day. Keep your eyes on the prize, yeah, what I say, cause if I beat you, oh, you're gonna pay. Go ahead, select your category. Maybe you wanna go with GT Sport. On the other hand, Club 100 cards does well. Let's not forget iRacing. It's time to join forces with Kireth card. Kireth card. I knew I could win, I said I will. The energy pumping up, what a thrill when you're facing the champ. The Kireth card, he doesn't race for fun, it's his art. Everybody going after the goal, always going after one another to reach the goal. And that's how we see the chasing in Frey Bento's racing. Adrenaline rushing up right to your veins. You gotta trust me, it's gonna feel insane. After finishing a race, you won't feel the same. So clear your mode and let's start again. If you wanna be part of this ride, better look out, it'll hit you like a big tide. Come join our one and only racing drive. Get ready, set, go, and hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Come on.
Sorry to cut across the music, but we got to get cracking today. David, we are live. It's a big redemption run for us.
Huge.
Yeah.
I think last night we were definitely quick enough. We
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
For those who don't know, we did check out the setups, and there's a huge. I think it was 10 downforce we were running, and the setup actually has it on 5, so it explains why we couldn't actually do anything on the straights.
Yeah, what we have had the luxury of now is some practice at the track, like a Wilmot run. Just why I've almost spun it. And also dealing with the start, just kind of understanding where the incidents happened yesterday and where the space is, because that's going to be absolutely critical here. There's quite a lot of teams registered, 140 teams, so there are going to be a few splits. I want to do
hopefully we'll get a good split like yesterday.
Yeah.
What's good to see is we're only a tenth off Mr. Hicks, who runs our Club 100 series.
Yeah. He's in the Porsche.
With Mr. Preston, actually. He's in there with Mr. Preston.
Yeah, Michael Preston is he's tearing it up in VRS, isn't he?
Yeah. The only round person who beats him is Josh Ladd, who's I think a pro gamer anyway.
8,000 iRating.
Yeah.
Welcome along everyone. Gary Lester, Alex T, Fafnir, Chef Boy, Martin, Baz, Steve, Bill Jones, Al. Just bear with me. I'm going to try and do a quali lap here, representative lap.
23rd place.
Hopefully the sound is good, the stream is good. Do let us know. Really, I want to be getting a 32 in quali.
Fastest lap for Preston.
Michael Preston's just gone fastest, Dave. Fast out of everyone.
Oh, yeah. Found, compared to a 6 tenths in final sector.
You're 2 tenths off the pace in sector 1.
Yeah, we mean business today.
Definitely.
There's going to be more racing here than happened at Spa as well.
Sorry, a hay bale just went past. Been going round for about 4 hours. Sorry, tumbleweed. Did it right.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
I can't quite match my times from yesterday, Dave. I don't know if it seems like it might be the track conditions, because if Michael Preston's gone fastest out of everyone with a 32.1, I mean the quali lap in our race yesterday was a 31.
7,
yeah.
Yeah, I think possibly. I mean, it was. Is it foggy?
P25,
Yeah.
that's your best lap in the session.
Bit,
You're
but
currently 1.3 seconds
definitely
off the
more
pace.
foggy than that.
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
There may be track temperatures up a bit, but we'll see what it does when it goes through to it. Because I don't think it went foggy until we actually went through to it.
No, it didn't, no. And I turned off some settings in my iRacing graphics because I think it affects my frame rate. Damn it, got a break early there, getting the power early. Hey Ollie, hope you well.
The pace in Sector 1.
So we're definitely the Club 100B team today.
Yeah, but we're only here for revenge, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And just to let you know, it doesn't rain on iRacing, so you're definitely going to see a race.
How would you describe today's events in F1, David, in one word?
Embarrassing.
What's the alternative? I didn't catch what happened right at the end. I lost interest. Did they do the 2 laps?
Yeah, they went out to do 2 laps just to see if they could actually run the race. Decided there wasn't enough. Well, there's complaints of aquaplaning. Now, a Formula 1 car, if it's going at slow speed, will aquaplane more than when it's going at full pace because of the downforce.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, and then you're going to have somebody like Max who is guaranteed 5 points more than Lewis if they do 2
Car
laps.
in front has just posted a
So he's going to go, well, why would I
133.38.
sacrifice that?
Yeah.
P26.
Lead.
Sector
So he's
3
not going to
is
say, let's go
0.5
racing.
off the
I know
pace.
he did, but, you know, that's only because it's Max. But, you know, somebody like George will go, well, I might as well just get the podium.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really hard to turn my mic up slightly.
I've just turned up as well. I've taken you up 10%.
Is that any better, Al?
Let us know.
Let us know. But yeah, it's certainly not what F1 wanted. The one thing I definitely picked up on was many drivers, many team managers literally come out with a line of the cars can't drive in these conditions.
Yeah.
Now that needs to change because we had, you know, yes, Spa 98 was an absolute wreck of a race, for example, but if you can still make it through a corner, then it's not a problem. And today was all about visibility. It was nothing to do with track conditions. They were absolutely fine. The track there wasn't standing water. It was down to visibility that they didn't start racing, not aquaplaning. So something needs to be done into. I mean, that visibility. We've seen people racing worse than that before, and I think it's if you didn't have Lando's crash, if you didn't have the W Series crash, if you hadn't had Aitken's crash, and possibly if you hadn't had Hubert's crash last year, which I don't even think, or 2 years ago, wasn't even in the wet, they would have raced today. But because it was Spa, and because they'd just been that extra careful, that was the issue.
Hey Henry, Chef Boy, again, Zoo, Callum, Mark, welcome along. Bill Jones says he was at Spa 98.
Ooh, were you sitting on that?
Opposite the.
Were you sitting where the crash was? That'd be
Dearest
interesting
Chris.
to know. Callum, what are you going to change though? Any more tread? It's the thing is with the spray is you could see, even on the cameras, you could see the red light when you got close enough to cars. It wasn't like it was you had to be up the rear end
I
of
don't
the
know.
car.
I mean, I've never. You know, you've probably driven Club 100 in the very wet, right? So we know all about aquaplaning and all that kind of stuff. But the visibility when you're going at 200 miles an hour down the Kemmel Straight and it's complete spray.
Yeah.
You know, remember Kimi Raikkonen going through that smoke when someone ahead of him?
Yeah.
It would be like that every lap. That's very unsafe.
I do get that, and I get the safety side of things. Do I feel it goes a bit far at times? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if Club 100 are in our thing. No, it doesn't look like it. So
Interlagos M4 GT3 Q1.
Rubber Ducky Racing. Yeah. Are you making sure it's the right setup?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Ultimately, my perspective is that I think it's just part of racing. Sometimes the conditions don't, you can't. I remember I was at Wright House 2 years ago. We almost didn't race because it was just too wet, and that's just part of it. I'd rather. Obviously, I feel bad for the fans that have gone. I don't think it's kind of an Indianapolis situation, which was, a kind of almost like a self-created farce. This is just we come up against the elements, and I'd rather everyone lives to fight again at Zandvoort, basically. So I don't know if it's possible to run it tomorrow if the weather's better. I don't know where that discussion has gone.
I don't think it was ever a chance of tomorrow because, for example, the marshals, they go to work, things like that. So
it's easy.
I don't think racing it tomorrow and having to... You've also got to get to Zandvoort. You've got to get the whole circus off to Zandvoort.
We have 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Was only over the border, but it does mess a lot up. Sat at the bus stop for qualifying. Yeah, in the race, there's a few things happened there as well. But yeah, going on the changes of the cars, I'm not quite sure what they'd do. In terms of the new model of cars, if they're taking away the draft behind the cars and taking away that sort of dirty air, then they should be taking away some of the spray as well, which is good. So that should help things, technically. Whether it will, who knows? Because you're always going to have a personal opinion of a driver. If you had Lewis, he might say race. If you had somebody who had the attitude of Alan Prost, you wouldn't even touch it if there was a drop falling from the sky. So there's got to be some things. I come from the 90s Formula One, basically, and a lot of people won't have seen conditions like that raced in. I have, and yes, it caused a few big crashes, but the safety of these cars are so much bigger now. The drivers are walking away from the biggest crashes you've ever seen. So I think that's got to be taken into account a little bit more. But we'll let Kireth go on his quali lap now.
Yeah, I don't like how the delta's ticking away. Like, it can't be set up, so it must be track.
Well, it's not as foggy. It's a warmer track.
Okay.
We've got 48 in the lobby. Just having a look if I recognise any names in here. Still a lot of BMWs. A few more Ferraris this time. No McLarens. A couple of Lamborghinis and Porsche's least favourite by the looks of it. Okay, pole at the moment to 133.3.
Fuck, so slow around there. Come on. I'm not 100% in the groove. Hopefully a low 33 off this, so gonna try and cut the pit entry. We can take half a second of that, I think, fairly easily.
Come across the line.
E5.
E5. You're literally half a second off pole. That's it.
Okay.
That's a new fastest lap for Ortega, 133.05.
Oh, fuck it. Alright.
This lap will be invalidated. Watch the
Yeah, I
track
could have gone
limits.
half second quicker, but anyway, we're a lot better than yesterday.
The leader has just done a
Well, Pole's still a
134.45.
32.9.
Okay,
So the
Right.
conditions are completely different.
edit setup, my setups, VRS Interlagos M4 GT3 race endurance. Okay, we'll probably drop down, but if we keep top 10, we'll be, you know, 5 rows
we're
back.
Still sixth. 34 people have set laps so far.
I'm a bit disappointed. I didn't adapt on the second lap. Obviously, there's a little bit less grip, so I needed to brake a bit earlier, and I couldn't quite carry as much speed through the corner. But I didn't learn from that. So that hairpin, I ran massively wide on the exit because a little bit less grip. But okay, we know that.
The guy ahead's lap time is a 133.45.
Definitely got the right setup.
Thanks, Callum. Z says no way they could do tomorrow. It's all political now, like who's going to benefit from points and whatnot.
I mean, there'll be people who go, well, Williams are going to, like Alfa Romeo, Williams have just got 10 points for absolutely nothing. Sorry, not 10.
Well, they got their points for doing smashing quali.
Yeah, but you don't get points for quali.
Well, this is.
The guy
I'd rather they
behind
got.
has just done a
There is a rationale for them
133.68.
being in the position to get those points.
I mean, I think the rationale all along was just they should have just gone out straight away.
I'm going to practice, David, while you're chatting.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All clear on pit exit.
I think they should have stayed
Disengage
out when they
limiter.
went out first time and just run.
Do I
Even
get?
if it was-
Do I get another lap? By the way. Do we get another lap, chat? I've got 5 minutes left. I went over the line. No, surely I don't
No,
get another
because
lap.
that was the second lap you were on, so you won't get it back. But we're still sitting P7.
Okay.
The pole time has not changed.
Okay, that's definitely gettable.
1/10 would have put us 5th.
Okay.
So it's nothing. Guy's just gone in 1,000th behind us
Lovely.
in a Ferrari. But it's 2 Ferraris on pole at the moment,
That is interesting. Yeah.
and a Lamborghini just ahead of us.
That's the exit I wanted, really. And I was very slow around here, my quali lap.
So Hicksy is
That's the end of the session.
P6
P7.
in top split.
Oof. Okay. Right, chat, I'm going to give everyone the opportunity to just double check the setup.
Yeah.
VRS, Interlagos, M4 GT3. We're going to have Double Dash Motorsport Media join us later as crew chief. So we've got that to look forward to. I'm happy with that.
The only thing I asked is, are we going for the 2-stop like last night? Just run long.
Yeah, as opposed to what?
Well, just checking, because obviously there's 3 hours and 2 of us.
Yeah.
I didn't know how you wanted to run it.
Well, I don't think we can do a one-stop, so...
It's just whether we run short and
One to go. Next time
light.
right. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
No, I think let's do the same. So I'll do the hour, you do the hour, and then we'll see. Because if you're like massively in the groove, then yeah, crack on. If we'll just see what happens. But
Yeah.
I think we'll take it by ear. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Hope you can enjoy this. Any names you recognise from yesterday?
Not in here, no.
Let me refresh the track map for chat.
So we've got 2 Ferraris on pole, then 3 BMWs, a Lamborghini, then us. Behind you got 2 Ferraris and a Mercedes.
Hey Shabby. Thanks Martin. Thanks everyone. If you are watching and enjoying it, do feel free to deploy your like. Let's bump up the numbers on the like front if you are enjoying it. If you're not, absolutely no problem. The start yesterday was very exciting.
Just going to change my things to litres so we're
So I'm running at 20 FPS more today, which is good. So I lowered some of the graphical settings. Z says the only place to actually see racing. Absolutely.
Celsius. The
Right.
track temp is 27 Celsius.
Brake bias to 52%. Fafnir, good luck. Stay safe. Thanks,
Follow car
Fafnir.
number 2 in the left column.
Yeah, Fafnir says watch those X's. Agreed.
Yeah,
If I should do-
definitely.
Your spotting essay was really helpful, David.
Yeah, go now. It's got blimp view. No chopper. Okay. Leave a bit of a gap if you need to.
Yeah. It's really important the restart here because it goes green up the hill. So if you delay in first.
Okay, the limit is 25 for penalty, 32 for disqualification.
Damn it! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Get ready, going green.
Shut throw, back off a little bit. Right, out. Car in front's very close to a car in front
Nice
of
and
it.
neat. Stay out of trouble.
Bloody hell! This is late.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Oh, it's contact in front, stay inside. Oh, kidding me.
Alright, clear.
Couldn't make it up.
Two
Could you?
cars.
Stewards have called us into the pits for repairs.
Can you get it back?
Towed it. Towed it.
Yeah,
God
no,
damn it!
two cars collided. You got past them, and then somebody tried to avoid them and come.
Ah, because
Probably
I was
too
thinking,
far
hang on,
across.
was I too close to the accident?
No, you weren't. It wasn't the accident that caused our problem.
Honestly, I
Just
think
a little bit, actually.
that's completely his fault.
Yeah, it is because you were as far over as. Let's just have a look now. Yeah, he tried to avoid it and come across. Yeah, you weren't to know that, like, you headed for racing line, but you weren't to know he was going to come across either. Like, he was behind, so he knew what was going on. He could have let us go. But towing's just finished, so
All right, we'll find out.
let's find out what damage we
Oh,
got.
mate, it's bad.
Well, man, how much?
25 required, 15 optionals.
50?
25 required, 15 optionals.
Oh, 15.
40 minutes. 40 minutes in the pits
Oh,
in a 3-hour race.
you're kidding me.
That literally, it could have gone so well for us.
Oh, that is annoying.
Yeah, this.
So what we're doing, 1 minute 30s, 40 minutes, 3 minutes for 2 laps,
This sucked massively.
10 laps, 12 laps down, 13 laps down will be. Luckily, half the front of the field got taken out, so they're all in here with us.
John Schultz, is there another race we can enter? Not for VRS endurance. I don't know if there's anything else starting at 7 that we could enter.
What?
'Cause I don't know what there is though. Someone in chat may know, but we're not going to be racing till 7. I think we have to take those optionals really. Honestly, what on earth is going on here? Let's dissect it. Don't need
Let's
that
put
one
it this way, 2nd, 4th, 7th, all in the pits. Leader got away, 5th is up to 2nd,
What?
9th is up to
How on
3rd.
earth did this Ferrari? How did this Ferrari in 2nd place get caught by this?
I
He's
honestly don't know
taking
what
it
they're
so
in.
slowly. Javier in the Metal Gear Solid car. I still think, David, I should have been more to the left. I should have been more to the left.
Yeah, you could have been, but you didn't know that. You know, you probably thought everybody was involved in the crash, but how they've all like the leader goes,
The leader has just done a
second
134.72.
doesn't, and for some reason the second row of the grid decided to take each other out. Let's see. Oh,
In hindsight, yeah.
yeah.
I know I said I think it's computer's fault. I can't really blame him because like World War III has happened ahead of him, and his instinct is just to avoid
Oh,
it.
his instinct is, yeah, but I don't think he needed to come over as far as he did.
Yeah.
Like just before the contact, he can see you. He could have very easily straightened his wheel, and he didn't.
It's ironic, isn't it? Because we got such a good start yesterday.
Cockpit cam. Let's have a look at his. Yeah, he was turning right when the accident was happening, and then he straightens up and turns towards you when he can't. Unless he's got spotter on, he wouldn't know you were there. And then does he straighten up? No, he turns towards you again.
From his perspective, it's like your fault. Okay, possibly. I think in any event, I should have stayed all the way to the left.
If you go on, if you show it from his onboard camera, you'll see what I mean. He takes
the leader's just
many
done a 134.27.
I think ultimately it's just a really bad start.
What's annoyingly is he's sitting fourth.
I'll be honest, David. I think we got the worst damage out of anyone. We got absolutely destroyed, and the engine is smoking as well. Our engine is going to blow. Turn the engine off. There's nothing else happening at 7, is there?
What, endurance-wise?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, because I'm only C-class, so... So I've only got the F3 on there, but...
C-class... IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. C-class. What is this? At Alton Park. And that's individual.
Will we ever catch a break?
I don't think there's any other. Forget C-class or not, I don't think there's any other.
Well, at the moment, only the top 32 are on the lead lap. We're 44th.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the timing. Oh, the top 33 are the only people out on track. Loads in the pits.
That is...
You definitely made the right move, toe into the pits.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not sure I had any drive at all, to be honest. But arguably, I should have towed earlier.
Still a better race than Spa.
It was a race, yeah.
Yeah. The point is, we didn't even make the start line.
Did we? Start line at the end of the straight.
I think we can recover this. I'm not saying win it.
I like your optimism.
Well, think about it now. If we're pitting, we're coming out when we're thinking of coming out about 7. So if we head out, we'll have what, 2 hours left.
I think if we have a quick car, it will be fun because we'll have a stint each.
Yeah,
and we'll have
that's
a
what I
quick
mean.
car. Yeah,
We've got one stop after this.
Yeah.
So we'll gain loads of time compared. Well, depends how long people's pit stops are, but we're saying about a minute. We'll gain a minute back, probably a lap back at least.
Yeah. So it just depends if the car's going to be quick. Pat Superfast says car will be awful to drive even after the optionals. That's my concern. Yeah. Our team is a bit cursed, isn't it, David?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Crunch.
By the time we get a good
Big
start,
crunch.
we have a terrible setup. No, think about yesterday. Apart from a setup, we were flying. You know,
Yeah, we were great.
quick,
Yeah, we were great. Yeah.
and we were clean-ish.
Apple says good positivity, Dave. Yeah. I'm a little bit worn down because yeah. Anyway. Someone's pissing as well.
Yeah, I don't think that car's third anymore.
Crunch.
Yeah, the car's 5th. No, 4th, I think. That hit us. Yeah, 4th. And they're doing 35 ones.
Yeah, what pace is the leader doing?
34.4.
Yeah, oh well.
But we'd have a full tank.
Yeah,
But there's
true.
people doing 38s, 36s, 35s.
I mean, you were doing we were both doing 34s yesterday in Southern Point setup. Although it's different track. Cool track. I think let's see what the car's going to be like, and just try and recover basically.
Yeah, I mean, currently there's 4 of us 5 laps down. Second, 4th, 7th, 20th on the grid.
Yeah,
So we've got a nice pack to get through with.
True. So leader just did a 34.6, second did a 35 dead.
If the car's good, where are we going to finish?
Max says top split yesterday was 32s. In our race yesterday, someone was doing 31s.
Yeah, somebody did a 31, and
race.
I've got a 2.6 safety rating, so we're not.
Yeah, I'm not sure safety rating matters that much for iRacing splits.
Oh, okay, I've got 1,100
Yeah.
roughly on.
So it wouldn't have been top split yesterday.
But no, we're the last ones in the pits. Everyone's gone out now. Oh no, 2 more pitted again now.
Okay, come to join us.
4 more.
Gary, what did that cost in bonks? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what the instant count is.
Just have a look.
4. We only got 4 for that.
4.
Yeah.
4 because we got hit and that was it.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Oh, the KFC car's here as well. Nice. Ollie says was in the 2.8k split on Thursday. We were in the 32s and high 31s. Yeah, I think 31s is like top place, and we can do 32s. Maximin and Torino got DQ'd because I got brake checked mid-corner. Are you in this race, Max? Leapy iRacing needs to take safety rating into account for the racing. Mate, yeah, I guess your license is meant to do that. It's just unfortunate. We can have a look at the start again. It was just a bit of a, well, it's an absolute cluster. Yeah, actually, this should be a good view in slow-mo. Oh, my wheel's gone funny. Okay.
How long did you say we needed to be in for?
25 minutes required, 15 optionals.
So we've done 13 so far.
Okay. So I think what I was trying to do is I was like, oh, that's great. I'm going to try and nip up the inside of this BMW and take PT. And so I'm turning right, he's turning left. So yeah, I should have kept it. I should have been like, do not want anything to do with that on the right-hand side. And then we get absolutely collected, I think, a couple of times because we go, oh, this is not going to go well.
Just in an answer to John, the car that hit us is currently 4th and setting 35.3 on the last lap. So he seems to have got away with it unscathed.
Yeah, we got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst crash. I'm looking at a Ferrari inside a Porsche right now.
It was hardly, not even just his crash. We got hit by many other people as well, didn't we?
I think that's the worst. That's the worst crash for a single car I've ever seen in iRacing.
Okay, very strange. Everyone seems to have re-pitted.
What do you mean, everyone?
Well, I don't know. It's just come up on my timing screen. Like everybody up to 32nd is back in the pits, like below 32nd. I don't know if they are, but
I'm in the pits now, so
yeah, I think most of them are. So if they have gone back out, they're still. Maybe they tried to do no optionals and decided they had to do them.
Yeah, 12 minutes optionals. So 12 minutes required still to go 15 optionals.
Yeah, we're just coming up to 15 minutes now.
To keep the car turned off. Okay. Hang on, why is this not going to last lap? Oh, because we were on lap 1. Yeah, there's a lot of cars in the pits, David.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's just see who on the same lap.
I think there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's 4 cars on 8 laps, 2 cars on 7 laps down, and then up to 34th is 6 laps down. So we're only 2 laps off 34th.
Okay.
And then there's 2 cars 2 laps down, and then the rest are on the lead lap, top 31.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
What is that? What is this race?
What was that?
We're on most crashes. We've just seen like just something absolutely ridiculous happen. Let's have a look at that again. I feel bad for the car that gets caught up in this, the yellow Sennheiser one.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Sounds happy.
This has honestly been like, I've seen the worst crash for a single car I've ever seen in iRacing. I've never seen a single car take that much damage.
Thank you, Patrick.
And I've never seen so many incidents. Like, what is going on? Ollie says the BMW at fault. Let's have a look, because there was a car like kind of ahead, but then he turned this one.
So you still get action, and all we're doing is sitting in the pits.
Yeah, that's true. Easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as a driver there, you haven't completed the move. You're not clear. So I don't know what. And also, it's not from his perspective. The turning point here is on the left-hand side of the track, so it's like a weird thing to start drifting to the right. You could say that Lambo should start to back out, but it's this car here that gets absolutely done by it.
Oh, Christ.
Esports Brazil. I don't think we're going to see that many cars on the lead lap, to be honest. Left Lambo, no room. How can BMW drive a moan? Just seems to be one of these races, Ollie. Like, It's like a badly tempered GT Sport Daily Race B.
Yeah. Right, now the big question is, what's next week's race, I assume?
Yeah. Right, Loopy says Lambo should have backed out. Ollie says BMW driver. Maybe a little bit of both. So are we going to go for this? Is he going to go for it now?
Can he do next week? Circuits go round.
Ollie says some of the worst driving I've seen this lobby. It's almost not like an iRacing race. This is flicking a bit too much. I think it's going most exciting.
We're the only ones in pits now.
Okay. We're the only hardcore drivers that stay in the pits. Everyone else comes and goes. Not us.
We're not even on. Yeah, there's a couple more back in the pits again.
Leapy Lambo character was too anxious too early in the race. Yeah.
Twofford's leading the race. That's the guy who puts out.
No, I think there's a few ahead. Maybe you haven't got all the cars.
Yeah, it's fallen.
I think
back down to full.
I think a bit like my crash at the beginning. I shouldn't have been drifting across.
Yeah.
So I think that BMW shouldn't have been drifting across. But the Lambo had lost. Had also kind of lost the overtake. So probably should have backed out. Thought about it.
Well, somebody who started from pit lane is up 32 positions. 10th.
Yeah. If only I'd bottled quali, then maybe we would have started from the pits.
Nah, don't worry.
Maximilian, are you doing the fake Toner 24 next weekend? I'm not sure. I feel like I'm not sure about this series they've done with a 24-hour race every other weekend. Because... Ooh... Crunch. So for me, I want the next Daytona race I do to be the Daytona 24 Hours in January. So probably no, I probably won't be doing it. Gary says Lambo did nothing wrong. He held his pace in line. BMW's the pass and did not finish the pass. That's my kind of like take on it. Do you want to go out first, Dave?
Easy either way.
Why don't you go out first? Because
Okay.
I've done practice laps already and quality
right.
and stuff. So.
Still got, what are we? 20 minutes 40.
Hang on. This did happen at Imola, right? Imola, lap 1, we had about 30 minutes of repairs.
40.
Oh, was it
Sure,
40?
we're in pits for 40, yeah.
Okay, so basically the same accident. And we actually did come through the pack, right? We were overtaking people.
Yeah.
Well,
As I say, we're going to save a pit stop.
Yeah. It's the last 24 series is ending and going back 6 hours. Yeah, I much further 6 hours. Because 6 hours I can do with Dave and Callum, do 2 hours each of driving and save the 24s for like special occasions.
Special.
Yeah. It's a bit like the Club 100 PFI 6 hours. If there was like PFI every month,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a special. That's just my opinion though. Hopefully the car's quick.
It's crossed after all this.
Ferrari goes for the meet.
Could have shipped a new car here by now.
I think they're going to update the damage repair in the next update. So steering is going to be
Yeah,
fixed and everything.
Well, again, we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in pits as well as us.
I presume we're stone dead last now, though.
Oh, yeah. But we're still on the same lap as a couple of cars.
Oh, really? What, lap 1?
Well, we're 13 laps down and 2 of the cars are 13 laps.
Yeah, that's because they've quit.
Oh, right. Okay.
I know there's one car, Ivo Suarez, who Yeah, started 20th on the grid.
Yeah, he's in the pits.
Is in the pits, still active.
So is 42nd. So is 39.
Yeah, there's a stupid amount of cars in the pits. This is honestly like ridiculous.
But it's not. It's useful for us.
Yeah, but this is like.
Is it still worth driving? Yeah, it's fun.
That's what we came here to do. We drove.
What has happened? What has happened so far?
We drove yesterday with the wrong setup.
To explain what's happened so far, more than the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yeah. We did more race in the Belgian Grand Prix. We didn't even get past the start line. Actual facts. Do you want to try it without the optionals?
Well, I forgot. Well, we still got a few minutes left, don't we?
There's only a couple minutes of required, I think.
Yeah. It's a risk, isn't it?
You
don't know what they are.
You can try and go out for a lap, and we don't really lose anything if we come in and then take the.
Yeah, I suppose.
Option. Yeah. All right. Well, let's try that then. I think I'm out of the car.
I suspect it's probably bodywork more than anything.
Gary says show the front of the car. Let's have a look how this is going to develop.
It's a mess.
Oh. Okay. Well, there is no front to the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The aero might be still a bit screwed.
But we might be lighter though.
Yeah.
Super leggera.
Right, we're going to risk this.
Yeah. John Shaw says like mission
2
impossible.
litres remaining.
Your mission is to attack and destroy the car that punted you. Right. Good luck, David.
We still got 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes 15.
Of required.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to be that car with no front. People are going to look at us in the rear view like, why does that car have no front? Like, what on earth has happened here? Gary says it's a dirt modified. Yeah, like it.
Let's get comfy.
We might be the lightest car on the grid by...
We will complete the race, win it from where we are, and then get done for being underway.
Exactly. Right, top 4 are doing basically 35 deads. So if you can do a 35 in this car, then you're on leader pace.
If I can do a 35 in this car, what the hell could we do if it was actually in one piece?
The sad thing is we will never know.
No.
Right.
Yeah, there's always Canada next week.
Oh, is it Canada next week? Montreal?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm up for that. I don't know if the curse is just going to get worse though, David.
What, as we get quicker, we get taken out more?
Yes.
There goes the car in front.
Gary says optionals might get you a nose. Yeah. Oh, was that our engine? No, it's still knocking up.
No, I haven't pulled away. I've got 40
Okay.
seconds.
Is the engine not on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's find there.
Temperature's not good. But it's...
Okay, let's do this. Let's see here. Oh, Ivo Suarez has just left the pits. He's our rival. We're on the same lap as Ivo.
It's going to be Andrew in a minute.
Okay.
We've got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah, chat. What should we say to Andrew from Double Dash Motorsport Media who's going to join us in chat as crew chief? I don't even know what to say.
Right, optional over.
Let's go.
Onto optional, so...
Looks good. I like it.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Okay, that's just a spot for you. Bear with me.
On your right.
Still there.
Clear right.
Clear on the right.
It's going to be a bit tasty coming out the pits.
All right.
No, you're going to
Clear
be
right.
fine.
Now
Yeah.
we've got engine issues. We've got no engine power.
Okay, let's box. Box.
It's like fluttering. You go on board, you'll see the revs.
Yeah, it doesn't sound happy. We're just doing the installation lap, and then we'll come in and can give some information to Andrew, because Andrew's basically our chief engineer.
Is it going really well?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. What we've done, Andrew, we've made some slight modifications to the BMW.
Like taking its engine out.
Yes. We thought the front end was a little bit heavy.
I don't like the front end of the BMW anyway, so I don't blame you for doing that.
Good.
You managed on what happened?
No, I'm blissfully unaware.
We didn't make the start line.
Oh heck!
So we qualified P7 on the left. There was a big wreck from like P2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Basically, like 4 cars on our right hand side.
30 Celsius.
On the pit straight before start finish line.
72
And then I was
per hour.
neck and neck with someone on my right hand side. I started turning right, he started turning left. We got fishtailed, and then basically every other car slammed into us, and it's the worst crash I've ever seen in iRacing.
And I wasn't even here to see it.
No.
Right, 15 minutes of repairs then.
But as a chief engineer, we've given you some work to do.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair for me turning up late.
I'll jump in 10 inches.
And also me trying to figure out how to actually get on as crew chief. I don't want to register at Double Dash Motorsport Media team, but I'm guessing you're in the so there's several 6 PM lobbies, aren't there?
Yeah,
We
you should.
He was in the top 6 of the top split.
You should be added to our team, so maybe it comes up as purple. There is smoke in the garage, which worries me. Don't think it's
no,
not
it's
smoke.
just somebody owning a fag.
Okay, good. Hey Rory, hey Zen. No worries, Rory. We're here. We've got a lot to talk about anyway. We've got a lot to talk about F1 and the lack of racing in F1.
Yeah, I mean, what a Grand Prix that was.
Yeah.
How did Latifi win that?
Yeah, Ollie makes a good point. Unticked tyres. We don't need to change tyres again. Get it
It's the
unticked.
fact that you can say, how did Mazepin get a fastest lap without any sense of irony whatsoever?
So hang on,
that is now a thing.
Did they give... He didn't get the bonus point, though, because he wasn't top 10, right?
No,
He didn't get the bonus point, but on the great lists of F1 history, Nikita Mazepin will now have a fastest lap in Formula 1.
So what would have
And
happened?
you know he's done that on purpose.
Maybe. So what would have happened if the top 10 person had got it on under safety car?
Got half a point.
Half point, why not?
Imagine if the championship comes down to half a point.
Done that before.
What year was that? It came down to half a point.
85?
Prost
Lauder?
I was going to say, I mean, it's Prost Lauder, yes. I was going to say 84.
I'm going to check that now.
Dan says, don't think that bumper is going to buff out, mate. Yeah, we went too heavy on the
Yeah, you
buffing.
might be right with 84, actually.
Just call me Sebastian. I think we're in trouble here, Kireth. I think because I've not accepted your team invite before the start of the race, it's not going to allow me to be your crew.
It said that crew chief members didn't need to be added as long as they're in the team.
Yeah, but if they weren't accepted and within the team at the start of the race,
Okay. Well, can you spectate the session?
I can spectate your session.
And then you could just instruct us what we should do.
We're just watching him at bits.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not.
You're not missing much.
Yeah. In fact, we should probably go on most exciting. To be honest, it's been some of the worst racing I've ever seen in iRacing. It's been horrendous. The pit lane has been extremely busy.
We did gain a position by doing that lap, though.
Did we?
Yeah. I think so.
Nice.
Oh, no, not quite.
Oh.
Oh, no, we moved ahead of somebody, but then that guy who was behind
Well,
us.
anyone who retired on the opening lap, we have now a lap ahead of them.
We are actually ahead of second on the grid.
So second on the grid must have, rage quit.
The pole man's 9 laps down. Hang on, this is great. The pole man's 9 laps down. Fourth on the grid's 9 laps down. Sixth on the grid's 8 laps down. Fifth is 16 laps down. Second is 19 laps down. And we were 7th and we're 18 laps down.
So it wasn't a good day for the top 7, basically.
So the guy who's started 9th is now leading.
I guess that was the OP strat.
Is this like one of those situations where you break your wrist and you end up coming out of round 1 of a championship ahead of 4 drivers, having not done a single racing lap?
Maybe.
Who did that?
Don't know, some silly person at Brookmore Park.
Oh, this is a personal tale of woe but subsequent.
Yeah, my second season of Club 100, I broke my wrist 2 minutes into a brand new season, and it blew up pretty big.
How do you break your wrist? Just the steering wheel.
Someone was trying to warm tyres ahead of me down through Simon's Sweep, ran out of talents. There was a cart between me and them. They jumped out of the way, and I had an oh sugar moment and piled into him like full speed down Simon's Sweep.
And say that your hands on the action of the steering wheel.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. I've always been slightly concerned about that.
And then didn't race, but a number of people managed to get themselves DQ'd from their races. So even though I hadn't turned a single lap, I was classified as last finisher, but not DQ'd, therefore ahead on points. Winning.
Very nice. Right.
I think for Canada next week we need Andrew in here.
Yeah,
we good luck charm.
Yeah, we need to kind of break the curse that is getting stronger and stronger. We've never had an uncursed race together.
No, we had Imola where we recovered quite well.
Yeah.
Well,
we technically had Catalonia.
Yeah, but us two never got into a race.
Yeah.
Hello, Callum, if you're watching.
We had Interlagos yesterday where we did get into the race, but there was some administrative mix-up with the spec sheet or something.
What you're saying is Andrew wasn't there to put the right setup.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I take this race now being in the Summit Point setup, by the way.
Probably would have gone quicker with some. I mean, people aren't even getting into 33s. I don't get it.
It must be track conditions. It was foggy yesterday, so foggy must be. Yeah, good track conditions. I'm going to check and see if we've got a front on the cart.
Not yet.
Okay, I'll leave it.
But there is a pit bloke there with a lollipop. Not sure what he's up.
He's got biceps of steel to hold that up all the time.
I was going to say, maybe he just wants to start working on the car. Or is that Andrew?
Yeah, has he just turned up?
Yeah.
I'll do the lollipop.
Right, so okay. Classification.
8 minutes to go.
Right, the car ahead of us. The car ahead of us just left the pits now. With a bent wang. And our wang is not bent because we would never do that. I've no idea how we didn't bend the wang and all of that, but we didn't.
We're looking at it. There's the car. If we do 3 more laps, we'll pass 2 cars easily.
Yeah.
Is anybody else out? I think most of them are still in from there.
And there's also people running around doing 38s, which we can probably try and beat.
I think 31st is out the race, I think. Quick.
Right, only 7.5 minutes till we go racing. Again. Since we went racing the first time.
You know what's even more annoying, Mr. Maffa?
Ooh.
The guy who took us out is 3rd. He got away scot-free with it.
Nowski Motorsports.
4 cars were in a big crash ahead of us, and we were just getting past the crash, and a bit like the Balrog, kind of getting Gandalf or whoever it was in Lord of the Rings. just as we got past the big crash, we just got tagged. So I was just feeling very happy about things, and then I've transitioned to feeling very sad about things.
You're going to end up as many laps down as we were at Spa when I rejoined it. So I rejoined it, what was it, just after Callum retired, so we were like 25 laps down.
At Catalunya? Or Spa? Oh, when you did it with
Spain,
Spa?
sorry.
Yeah.
Spain, yeah.
Anzo says the blue flag race, yeah. I mean, hopefully we've got the pace not to worry about blue flags like yesterday. I mean, if everyone continues to take each other out, you never know what can happen.
Well, as I say, if we gain, I'm just saying this, if we gain 12 laps on, we're already back into the top 35.
You know what is quite good, David?
Go on.
By being in the pits, we can't accrue instant points.
Woohoo!
So we're going to be ahead of budget. And
that was our problem last
yeah.
night.
We dipped into the instant points a bit too much last night. But I can't wait to get stuck into this.
Okay, go.
5.5 minutes.
Do we have? Is the front going to be the last thing, like the nose cone on Perez's car?
Oh yeah. It's awful. How the hell was he allowed to race?
That seemed like a bit of a. Surely there's going to be questions asked about knowledge of the rules and.
Well, the tyres weren't on the car with 5 minutes to go. Let's put it that way. So he was in the wall, and I really love the interview with Christian Horner where he went, "We had no outside help." Oh no, they just put it on a crane and onto the back of a lorry and shipped it halfway
what did he
around the
mean?
circuit.
He's not stupid. So what did he mean by outside help then?
You're not allowed to rejoin a race if you get a push, for
Yeah.
example. But what they're saying is the race hadn't started yet.
Yeah.
So that was their argument,
But didn't that happen
which
before?
we're
With,
not going to get into.
didn't that happen when didn't Verstappen put it in the wall at Hungary or something?
Yes, but he got to the grid under his own power.
No, didn't. But he was in the wall. Didn't he need to get pushed back?
No.
Nope.
Ah.
He drove it round with
he
a
went
broken
more
track rod.
sign on,
Okay.
side in. Whereas Perez, you did see him trying to rock it back,
Hmm.
but he actually got out of the car. They actually told Michael Massey they're out the race,
Hmm.
and then they lifted it up with a crane, which I think is outside help. Don't see one of them normally around. Put it on the back of a low loader. I presume Perez must have drove the low loader back because that's not outside help, and then repaired it.
But as you say, if the race hasn't begun,
It's
how can you have outside assistance for a race which is yet to begin?
We had 4 hours of that while you were in Super 1.
But that's the same. That's the same concept for any formation lap instant, right? Because the race doesn't begin until the formation lap starts.
Well, my argument with, because I was discussing it with Virtual Statman on Twitter, he does all the stats for Formula 1. And so if a car's being repaired and it doesn't get out the pit lane, or it's not going to get out the pit lane on the lights, does that mean a team could stick it on a trolley, wheel it out to the grid, and then finish repairing it? Because from the drive around to pits means nothing now. You can retire on it and still repair your car in time.
Okay, so the outside help is a bit irrelevant if the race hasn't started.
134.00.
Yeah, that's what they are.
The outside help is to stop marshals pushing cars out of gravel traps, I guess. Then.
Yes, it's to stop people being in dangerous positions. But the ironicness is there is a rule that if your car's in a dangerous position, you can receive a push. Michael Schumacher is very well known to know that rule.
We have a bonnet on the car now. I don't know if that's as much as we're going to get. It looks like the Batmobile sort of thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, cooling's a great idea.
Right, 2 minutes to go. So you happy to jump in, David?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Let's hope this engine actually works now.
Yeah.
Should do.
Let's hope the engine doesn't blow up because it's overheated. But the engine's been off in the pits.
Yeah, the engine's been off. It's had full cooling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really push it round on that lap.
Oh, we got the whole front on the car now.
Have we?
Yeah,
I haven't.
I have. It's seen better days, but it loosely resembles a car now.
Oh yeah,
Good.
there we go.
Good news from the engineering department. We have a live timing page now that's working.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you'll have to scroll down a bit.
Link is in chat.
41st has had 38 minutes in pit so far in this race. Got a chance to catch him now.
Right.
Self on full screen.
So, yeah, there are cars a couple of laps ahead of us. Don't know where they are, but there are cars a couple of laps ahead of us.
I'll just go out and drive it.
Yeah.
50
Okay,
seconds.
punch it.
Best of luck. The guy said punch it. I don't know if that's just because you got in. Here we go, chat. I know
Not that heavy.
we do this every race. This is kind of difficult. Where do you think we're going to finish this race? We're currently 44th. Hashtag blessed. How far up can we go? I was surprised at Imola how far up we went, actually. I think we ended up in the 20s, if I remember.
I think we're just into them. Yeah, I think we've got top third. Then that's a bit more easy to make a mistake. You get away with it round here.
Yeah. Right, Fafner says P25 redemption. P25 would be a huge redemption, but that seems almost impossible, but we'll see what we can do. Here we go.
Go engine already feels
On your
better.
right. Clear
nice.
right.
You're on the right.
Not going to crash it in
Clear
pit
right.
lane.
Right, you've got a few cars erasing here on the exit. So you're neck and neck with a
Right side.
car on your outside.
Clear right.
Clear.
Okay.
You're going to have P8 on your rear, Dave. He's braking now.
And the two cars ahead of you are P29 and P31, I think. So they're cars we probably want to try and get past.
Blue flag.
Yeah, driver behind, his pace is okay. He's just done 2 high 1 minute 35s. Just get the tyres up to temp.
Looks like a decent battle one, actually. 8th, 9th and 10th.
See how the engine is now.
Yep.
Don't think it's that good.
He's catching you quite rapidly. Just hold to the left.
Car right. Clear right.
We're up to 100
Blue flag.
Yeah, we're about 20 miles an hour off.
B43.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, slightly lacking in top end.
So we would have done better with the downforce setup.
All people really fighting ahead of you.
I don't think that's going to work in terms of comparing either, is it?
Two cars up behind you, both battling for position.
On your right. Still there.
And if you're going past,
I think they'll both try and go
Hold
here.
your line.
Still there.
Clear right. Car right.
Yep.
On the left.
You've got one more as well behind.
Hold your line.
Blue flag.
Still there.
And hold your line.
Hold your
I'll
line.
vanish, mate.
Clear right.
So you're on the right.
Car right. Hold your line.
Left.
Clear right.
So you're on the right.
Left side. Clear left.
You're on the left.
Blue flag.
Yeah, we've got a crippled car.
Mollender's run deep behind you, but he'll then get you on the straight.
Yeah, he was 0.7 behind us as he joined, and he's already going past us.
Yeah, we're like a
Right.
GT4 on the straight.
Clear right.
Got a good gap
That lap was
behind
at
you now, mate.
140.58.
You've got Janaskauskas. He's just on a 135.7, but is getting sent by Sasha. So, just chill and get in the rhythm now.
Yeah, I can see you brake quite a lot later there with the speed. Up to P43, position gained. And the car ahead, the car in P41 is in the pits right now.
Don't need to worry about Janaskauskas, mate. He's just shadow round himself at turn 4. Nearly took Sasha out in the process as well.
As long as it's done enough damage for a 40-minute pit stop, we might have a chance.
Yeah, he did the classic rear right, dipping into the dirt as he brake, and yeah.
Well, I think we're going to get another position here.
P42. Yellow flag, caution.
Yeah, just stay right. He's going to rejoin.
Go right.
Ooh, yeah.
Blue flag.
Steve and Merva's had enough already.
Car left. Clear left.
Clear.
Hey, Hyper, hope you're well.
Oh, come on.
Clear left.
Clear. Go right.
Just stopped in the middle of a circuit.
I think he was the car that has spun, right, at RS, so yeah, he's all over the shop a little bit.
Yeah, he just sort of stopped in the middle of a track. Yeah, up to ×9.
Blue flag.
I think that's better than we were at this stage yesterday.
Sorry, number 7 car. Sorry, 16 cars. 70 now. What a fucking car.
Right, so we're now on the same lap as the car in P41, who is still in the pits with possible big damage. So I can see us getting this position. Yeah, a bit difficult to summarise the race. Well, actually, is that difficult? I crashed on lap 1 before the start line.
Yeah, don't blame yourself for that, though.
Right side.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
And we spent a cool 40 plus minutes in the pits. Most of that with no front on the car. Right, I hope we're going to get a few more positions here.
And we've now got no power.
Yes.
P41.
If I can creep into a 39 somehow.
Yeah, you've already done a 38.
However?
38.9. Yep.
Yeah, we can have a little battle on lap times, David.
Right, I'll trash the car then.
Good luck.
Hey, that's my strat.
So we basically cleared everyone who's had big damage. And
Right side. Clear right.
ooh,
Good lad.
Don't stop. We've got no power to get back going.
Sorry, Mark.
Blue flag.
There's a few sorries coming through, so that's good.
yeah.
Got Miguel Corella losing in on you. He's P25. His last lap was a 135.3, so he's not too bad.
Oh, he's gone very wide on the entry to Junkow there.
Car right. Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Blue flag.
Well, I've got a tow. Oh, can reach 140.
Okay.
Your friend Janssen is closing in again. When he's not throwing himself off the road, he is decent. He's got decent pace. He's just on a 135 dead.
Leave a car behind.
Yes, he is the next car behind. He's P13.
Leave a guy I ran into. I'll let him go easily when he gets to it. Okay, midsection.
Yeah, he's not catching you here. The aero-wise and mechanical grip-wise, you're looking pretty good.
Like they've all got rockets and we're at clay pigeon or lid.
I'll just hold to the left here. Side of you.
Right side. Clear right.
I'm thinking more of it's like they're all on shadow facts out of Lord of the Rings, and you've got Donkey from Shrek.
I think I'd take Donkey from Shrek right about now.
That's the fastest lap of the race.
Well, we can get into 38.
38.3. You're in danger of dipping into the 37s.
There was people doing 37s with no damage.
Yeah. So P41. And I think P38 is either towing or has quit. Bill James, he wants to be fast. Yeah, we never wanted to be fast at Interlagos. That's not really our style.
We want to be safe.
Yes.
We have a look of Johnny Herbert and Rubens Barrichello put together.
Hey, what are you saying about Rubens?
Remember his look at Interlagos?
Oh yeah, he had an awful look at Interlagos.
I think he finished one race in all the years he raced.
99, that was right in the fields, that one.
99, 96,
Yeah.
2003, possibly.
Yeah, there was definitely one of his Ferrari years where he was leading. I'm very conscious with Kireth's wonderful viewers that we're probably, us grandpas, are going too far back into Formula 1 history here. Next car behind is Eduardo. He's P14. His pace is a bit sketchy.
Somebody was talking earlier and he was in the crowd for Spa 98.
Yeah, Bill James was at Spa 98.
Car right. Clear right.
B41. Blue flag.
So slow in the corners. Remember tow, come back.
Martin's going to have you on this straight.
Left side. Clear left.
This is your shadow around that.
You're significantly better through the corners.
It's really hard to judge.
He's got no rear. He's got damaged rear diffuser as well, so he's going to be pretty for the next few corners.
Maybe there's someone circulating who can be the perfect tow for us. So kind of just a bit quickness in the corners. Actually, I'm not sure who's going to be that much quickness through the corners.
Why is there a 2021 Haas in the field? The only thing that's slower than us on the straight.
What are you on about, mate? Fastest lap today. Best car ever.
As the record books show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was planned. Should have made sure Schumacher got it on the anniversary.
Oh, the Bimmers had him.
Blue flag.
Presumably it's a bit... Because it's all behind safety car, right? So you can't really brag about it.
Russell will still take his podium though.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
Yeah, but that's fine. But in terms of like getting a fast lap
On
under
your
safety
left.
car,
Blue flag.
Clear left.
The Russian press is anything like the North Korean press. He's won the race.
I'll have to check the cover of Pravda tomorrow.
Possibly the first Russian driver to get a
The track
fastest
temp's
lap.
increasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
I'm bet Petrov has a super point.
Don't know. What, in a caterer?
Lotus,
Nah,
wasn't
he
it?
was in a Lotus. Oh no, no, I'll take that back. Oh no, I'm looking at his DTM results. No, he did. He did.
Oh.
He had a whole one fastest lap.
I'd love to know which race that was.
I'm gonna have to guess it was the one he got on the podium in Australia.
I'm presuming it's not Abu Dhabi 2012. Or whenever it was. No, 2011.
2010. Is it
10.
2010?
Yeah, 10.
David, I think
Yeah?
you may be catching Mr. Nick Newell for Rubber Ducky Racing, that Martini BMW. We might have.
Oh yeah, he's well slick.
Yeah, we got a bat in our hands here.
We're okay until we get to here.
What if you go up another gear? Is that a really stupid idea?
You got to get the revs up or you just die. Got up to, I get up to 5th.
Blue flag.
All about just keeping momentum through the corners and then we might get some good laps, but we're still in 38.
Yeah.
Fact of the day, Vitaly Petrov's
Blue flag.
one fastest lap in Formula 1 was the 2010 Turkish Grand Prix.
Oh,
So there you go.
that's got to be a late
Where-
set of tyres.
He finished 15th.
Yeah, that's a late set of tyres. Is that in that Lotus that Nick Heidfeld keep blowing up?
No.
Or was that
the year
Hungary,
before,
wasn't it?
With the funky exhausts. Yeah, I think that was the year after. This was what I think is one of the most underrated liveries in like recent F1 history. That first year when Renault went to proper yellow and black.
But there was a lot of
All-star
black. There was a
colours.
lot of black in it.
No, this was the very
you're
first
thinking
one. The
The
very
year
first
he was
one.
with Kubica.
Yeah, I'm thinking that year. Okay.
And then they pretended to be a certain tobacco brand car.
Blue flag.
Yes. What, the years when there were 2 Lotuses on the grid?
There's a
Yeah,
car
that
leaving the
was
pits.
Car left. Clear left.
Blue flag.
Right. Yeah, I
So you've
think
got a gaggle of cars behind you. Mads immediately behind you isn't particularly quick. Ruben Barrichello Marquez is in the
Leader is pitting now.
135.
On your left.
Kwok is also in the
Clear
135.
left.
so. I think Ruben Marquez may have been the pole man. That name sounds
Right
familiar.
side.
This is literally
right.
like a Le Mans race, just trying to stay out of the way.
Well, Bill James
Blue
in
flag.
chat says a lovely, relaxed Sunday drive.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Yeah.
Didn't-
Left side.
Deal with that,
Hold your line.
Rubens.
Clear left.
He's
You-
he's lost another position
Thank
there.
you.
I just got bored.
I was just about to say, be careful of the Ferrari. He's really slow at the corners. Absolutely anything could happen. And then you've gone and done that.
You're kind of dropping him now as well, but we'll see what happens on the
Yeah.
straight.
This.
Car left. Clear left.
He's coming back
On your
now.
right.
He's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
quite annoyed.
Clear right.
To be fair, he left the gap.
He did.
Blue flag.
Stefan Anderson behind you, 135.7 last time around for him, so yeah, we'll get you on the next straight.
Oh, very nice line through there. Potentially an accident ahead, I can see forming.
On your left. Clear left.
Oh, no, it's behind.
Oh, we only got a +1 for that. Somehow. I know we're slow, but don't dive, Bobsy.
Yeah, that was a little bit silly from Stefan. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there.
We are only on lap 13.
John Shaw's, where's the orange car? Let me have a look, because I heard it's near the top.
What, the one that hit us?
Oh
or-
gosh, it's in P2.
Is that the one that hit us?
Yes, Ericsson.
Christ.
Wait, Ericsson hit us?
No, I'm joking.
No, it wasn't Ericsson.
It's
It
Swafford.
was Swafford.
Oh dear. I'm taking a look at Lucas Finco, because Lucas Finco was in that instant. He's behind us, but he's running in the 37s. Well, he's a bit all over the shop.
Fair play to Loopy in the chat, who's gone for a coffee because it's 4:20 a.m. where he is
Yes.
in the world. Hang on.
Hashtag YOLO.
Why are you up at this time?
On your right. Clear
Well,
right.
this is Loopy of the 12-hour iRacing
Thank you,
stream,
God.
so you
Mm.
can't do a 12-hour racing stream without burning the candle at some end.
Well, we would have already done one, but
Yes.
hey, Callum.
This weekend would have been very different if we'd just
Blue
done the
flag.
Catalunya race, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, next one.
I'm sure we're still sitting in the pits if you fancy going and doing a few laps. I don't even know when the next
Right,
endurance is.
Swafford in the pits. Swafford in the pits. So we're at the point of the race where the people who haven't crashed are probably doing their first pit stops.
What the hell's that up times?
I shall return in a few moments, chaps.
Okay. Yes.
Everybody's gone to push a few buttons to sort the engine out.
Right. So
Yeah,
Lucas.
scenario 7, please.
Multi 21.
So we might have a little battle with Lucas behind. He's not particularly quick in the Lambo, and I think he did take some damage at the beginning.
I don't know if it's me, but the engine is starting to feel a bit better.
Maybe when the car gets lighter.
Yeah, true.
Car right.
He's not exactly
Clear right.
blowing
Not
past.
motoring fast,
yeah.
no.
Relatively. I mean, if we had no damage, we'd be pretty annoyed about that, but given where we are. Ooh, nice. Oh, Pablo, the car behind... Dave, the car behind us in classification is 2 cars behind us on the road.
Yeah, but he's a few laps down, isn't he?
He is, but, yes.
The lead car's pitting.
Welcome along, chat. If you've just joined us, we qualified P7 and then we got into a big crash before the start line. 45 minutes of repair, something like that. And the car is very down on top end speed, so we've created our own GT4 class in this race. We're going to try and win it.
Finding out slower corners, use first.
Okay.
Normally we'd use second, save shifting, but gets the revs up.
Go make sure your tyres are ticked. Yeah, you're getting new tyres and max fuel. You've still got 32 laps to go, so yeah.
I was going to say, are we using less fuel? Because if not, we might have to do a little splash at the end.
I'd be surprised, someone in chat may know, but I'd be surprised if we don't need to splash it.
Oh, come on.
We've got them to play with.
Yeah, I'm trying not to leave you in the same position you left me.
Yes. I'm not sure how I got so many instant points yesterday. I think
You lost a lot in that crash.
the bit where I got turned around.
But you, yeah,
Yeah,
people ran
okay.
into the back of you, didn't they?
Yeah.
Blue flag.
So what would be the equivalent F1 team? Which
To our car.
no, to our weekend, like who applied the wrong setup, and then just
Lola.
Lola applied the wrong setup.
They applied the wrong setup.
car leaving
They
the pit lane.
applied the wrong car.
On your right.
Lola's
Clear
provided
right.
an asymmetric vehicle. That's our speciality.
I guess we are definitely asymmetric according to every plane.
To be honest, I have just overtook the Lola 97 car. Even with a bad engine.
Right, here comes Tyrone.
So he pitted just behind us. So that's how much you lose with pit stop.
He pitted just behind us. Oh, so,
Yeah, he
you,
was 3 seconds behind when he pitted.
so you basically lose a whole lap.
Yeah.
Pablo Fernandez, the car behind us, position, is also dropping back. You're just dropping him. So we're solidifying P41, which I'm very excited about.
Come on.
Tyrone's team name is definitely not, how shall we say, monetization friendly.
Let's have a look. P20. What? Tyrone can't be in P20.
No, he's in 17.
Okay, my thing's not
16.
Oh, 18th. Yeah, it's not.
He's falling down the pile now. He pitted.
We are slightly over budget on the off tracks, just in terms of keeping
Blue
track.
flag.
I think we may have just overtaken
Forward.
someone.
Somehow we're still pulling away from Fernandez.
We may have possibly overtaken someone, unconfirmed. Yes, I think we have overtaken someone, actually. So we're going to be in P40 and attacking the 30s now.
Ricardo behind you, not Daniel, is in the 137.
Car left. Still there.
Oh, nicely held.
Hold your line.
Still there, hold your line.
Clear left.
You're on the left.
I'll have a fight with somebody every now and again.
I think it's fair to say we mastered the infield.
Well, we got plenty of practice yesterday.
It's a bit like we're playing 5-a-side on an 11-a-side pitch.
Rugby sevens and we only turned up with 2 players.
Are you enjoying the racing, chat? It's obviously a bit of a different race, but this is endurance
Right.
racing.
Clear right.
I wouldn't say it's on the same level as, like, was it the Toyota that broke down on the
Right
last
side.
lap of the Le Mans 24 hours?
Clear right.
Clear.
Doesn't quite have that
Yeah.
gravitas.
Hey, last
but
weekend, number 41.
Was that the Kubica car?
Kubica car, yeah.
Yeah, same kind of concept.
Except that got even further around the last lap. The Toyota only broke down because he tried to reset it, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he parked it up to reset it.
I was too drunk at the time to actually know what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Oh, gosh, everyone did well to avoid that. Fafnir says better than the F1. Bill Jones been funny. Loopy enjoying the laid back chat. Very nice. Glad we can entertain at least.
I mean, who needs to watch like podcasts when you got us free?
Exactly. It's almost like a podcast, but with a like a visual podcast. Maybe that could be a thing. I was certain someone was going to hit that green car. I'm amazed that no one did.
I've got a feeling we got the start of a 24-hour team here.
The Genesis, yes.
Bring in Howard, bring in Callum, there's 5 of us.
Yeah. That's already a pretty tidy team.
Andrew's got quiet on that idea.
No.
Are you eyeing up the Daytona 24 Hours, David?
You talked about January.
Yeah.
No, the one that's not the Daytona 24 Hours in the series that's not to be able to do it.
Yes, that definitely didn't happen. Yeah.
No.
All right. Is there one coming up? What? I don't know. What class do you need to be?
Next week. Possibly for the real one, you need to just be D, I think, actually.
Yeah, same as any special event.
For fake toner, I don't know. I can have it now, actually. Bear with me.
I guess that's the last one of the season as well, isn't it?
Yeah, for fake toner. Where? Okay, it's not in the thing yet.
The car ahead is Newell.
Car right.
It's European
Right side.
endurance, isn't it? Yeah. Class C,
Still
David.
there. Clear right.
Oh, that's all right.
It's essentially the same as a special event, because in the special events it's actually need to be D 4.0. And from did you ever hear the story, Kireth, of Howard's preparations for Bathurst?
No, I haven't.
I did.
So we realised like 48 hours before, with Howard having only just bought the GT3 488, that he didn't actually have the license level. So he prepared for Daytona by doing Mazda race after Mazda race after Mazda race around Spa.
Yeah, I did
even up to the morning of.
I did a similar thing when I did Daytona beginning this year. It was I couldn't do Mazda rookies, that didn't help. I had to do the Fanatec one with the with the Mazda and the Jetta, and I did it at Alton Park until I fell asleep. And I remember one race I crashed, and I tried to catch back, and I went backwards in my quest to improve safety rating, which was really frustrating. And then I did a lot of time trial at Donington and something, and I just grinded time trial with music on. And eventually iRacing was like, yeah, great, have your 4.0. I'm probably going to have to do a similar thing for ovals, because I want to do some oval races. So I'm going to do that grind.
Are you off commentating next weekend?
Me? No, I'm having a weekend off of doing anything.
Oh,
today,
yes.
Today was the last gig in the consecutive weeks of madness. So, I'm deliberately doing nothing next weekend because it's the first time in 9 weekends that is the case.
You're doing the fake toner.
Yeah, is this actually the
the most important event of them all?
B40.
Yaslia Vicius is P3 closing in. Not that quick. Only 136.558 last time. He's just got in. That's why.
Who was in it beforehand?
Villius. Vicaris.
Oh, okay.
Villius.
I want to find out which car took us out. Its revenge is sweet.
Don't worry, we will let you know.
I'm not going to take him out. I'm just going to dive bomb him.
It's a fine line. Fafnir says the disappointments in iRacing are what makes the achievements feel like they mean something. It's like a high wire act. You don't want to see someone fall to their death, but it's not really interesting if they're only doing it 3 feet off the ground. I like the analogy.
Oh, heck.
Left
Third
side.
and fourth coming through.
Still there.
Oh, next car behind us is the
Clear
car that
left.
took us out.
On your right. Clear
Yeah,
right.
show me mean business.
Charles Joplin.
Right side.
I need to find Joplin.
Clear right. Car right.
Yes.
Still there. Clear right.
You're going to cut back.
Come on.
Oh, slight
Oh.
contact.
That's not a ×4. Okay, we might get a penalty before you get in.
So, yeah, the car behind, I think, unfortunately, is going to breeze past us on the straight, unless that doesn't happen. Well, how is their car immaculate at the back?
He never actually. He only crashed into you. He never hit anything
And the front.
else.
Oh,
He literally got away with it. Scot free.
I see what you did there.
Why?
Joplin.
His
Scott
Blue
Joplin.
flag.
No, you've lost.
I'm bringing
Yeah.
some culture to the stream.
I think it was an
Car rejoining.
unintentional 3-pointer, that then.
Thanks, Mark. Much appreciated.
Yes, he's not going to get past us. He's going to go for it.
Left side.
Oh, shut that door.
Clear left.
You're on the left.
Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
You're on the left.
Give him the flash.
On your left.
Did you see how
Hold your
clean
line.
that
Clear left.
undamaged that rear end was, David?
I wasn't going to play Skittles though.
It's like it just came out of the AMG factory.
Pablo still hasn't caught us up.
Yeah, Pablo's, I think, suffering.
Where's 39?
39th is Rubber Ducky Racing, and they are not presently on the track, so either towing or quit. So I reckon we can get into the 30s here.
The next car up the road that's actually circulating, mate, is Fernando. Not that one. He is doing 1:39.7s.
Ooh.
This is one of those scenarios where SDK is giving me too many numbers.
Out of curiosity, is that Fernando the same one
flag.
who, whoever winner takes it all?
What?
I was bringing musical culture to a stage.
Oh, what, ABBA?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that went over my head.
I'm gonna hold my opinion on ABBA because I don't want to ruin Kireth's chat. He's
Well,
on his 32nd lap.
Yeah, we're only on lap 24.
Oh, okay. A bit of catching up to do.
Car left.
I don't want to alarm you, David, but Pablo
Clear
is now the
left,
car
left side.
behind. He's
Clear left.
You're on the left.
Clear
hanging
left.
around.
You're on the left.
Will people stop parking on the apex? It's the only part we're quick on.
I think the battle with Pablo is going to be one of these slow burning battles.
Slow beam of massive bullet. No, he's 42nd.
Yeah, because we both overtook a car last lap, I think.
Yeah, I'm 40th, he's 42nd.
Yeah, but I think he's the closest.
On your left.
Actually, yeah, who was
Still
40?
running.
Who was
Blue
41st?
flag.
Hold your line.
Ooh!
Clear left.
Doing?
You're on the left.
Brad Smith is not used to four wheels.
There is actually a Bradley Smith who does.
Radicals.
Yes, radicals. Yeah.
It's going to blast past him anyway.
On your right. Clear right.
I was hoping he chose the left-hand side then and went to a pit lane.
Fernandez is 7 seconds behind.
Car right.
Ooh.
Still
Cheeky.
there.
With him.
Blue flag.
Hold your line.
He's just going to blast back past.
Hold your line. Stay right.
Slow down.
Can only think of that.
I'm just having a look back and seeing what happened here.
I think you might
No,
have
he's
a...
just really slow.
Yeah, you
off
got a
the
good
corner.
run here as well.
Car left.
See what's happening. I see what's happening.
Hold your line. Clear left.
This is going to be quite good, I think.
To be fair, you are quicker than him because like his lap times so far out the pits are 1:42.1, 1:41.9, 1:41.9, 1:41.4, 1:42.9.
He's very rarely full throttle. He lifts off very early. I don't even think he's going to get past you on the straight, David, to be honest.
No, he's miles back now.
Yeah. In fact, he might even hold up Mr. Fernandez. No, Mr. Fernandez has spun, I think.
Blue flag.
Nah, Mr. Fernandez jumped out of over.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 34 Celsius.
34 degrees.
It's not foggy like last night, is it?
No. What, you might have two angry Porsches here trying to... Ooh, will they catch you? I don't know.
Might try a dive bomb, but we're not having it.
They are battling full position.
Right side. Hold your line.
Hold your line open.
Clear right. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Blue flag.
People aren't very committed in this, are they?
No.
Like, if you're going to do it,
Right, Brady has caught right up. I'm still not sure he's going to get us on the straight, actually.
an apex at junk out somewhere.
Right, here comes Brady.
Ooh. It's a big green boy coming in behind.
Oh, close.
Oh, wow.
Blue flag.
Quite the move from Alberto there.
Is he quite aggressive?
No, he may be the committed driver you're looking for, David. He'll get you on this one. He's P7.
Left side. Clear left.
They can't.
He's on the marbles.
They
He's
can't
on
deal
the
with your.
marbles.
Has anyone actually overtaken you around the outside there?
No.
Oh, we close. Got the KFC car joining the party as well. Cross that one off your bucket list.
It's a bone of contention against that.
Ooh. Well, let's see if you can do a good move who tries to wing it.
Hey!
Chat, you can get involved as well.
Car
Overhaul
right.
on your right.
Blue flag.
Clear right. On your
KFC
right.
on your right.
Clear right.
Oh, that was a zinger move.
Touche. Seeing Martinez Janukauskas again, we seem to be seeing them a lot.
How many laps down are we now?
I don't think...
Don't feel like we've seen the leader.
27. I don't think we've lost a lap, actually, since we've circulated.
We've what, 25 laps down, was it?
27.
Yeah.
And in 2 laps, we'll get another position.
Martin's closing in, you mate. He's 31st, but he's got decent pace. 134.8 last time around.
The Final Infinity just says KFC and then sick face emoji. We've spoken about this at length on the stream, but I do prefer KFC to Burger King. I've slightly gone off fast food at the moment, to be honest.
KFC was good, and then it's gone downhill a bit.
They changed the chips about 10 years ago, I remember, which was very contentious. Oh, someone's got a blown engine. Someone's blown their engine aheads. Ooh, who's this? P35 has blown their engine. It's a yellow BMW.
Are we going to pass somebody on the straight?
Yes.
Oh,
Savor it and enjoy it.
my piss
Bit of a
is
slipstream.
gone.
Yeah, take all of that
Right.
smoke. Experience
Clear
Spa.
right.
We've
Three wide.
actually just took a slip. And it actually worked for us.
Blue flag.
Right, blown engine. Andrew may know better, but I think that's repairs.
40 minutes. 40 minutes of repairs.
I think that's another position for us.
I know from experience.
Interesting to see a car engine blow with relatively little damage, so might not be the first one we see.
Ooh!
Blue flag.
I was going to say
Tommy
what's going on
Duncan.
there.
Junior has
Oh, come on.
code browned himself well. Truly there.
I don't know if Tommy Duncan Jr. is falling back to you. He seems very leisurely through here.
Yeah, his pace is
On your left.
optimal, and he's
Clear
letting you
left.
through.
Clear on the left.
Another on-track
We've just
overtake.
passed two cars
Genuine
on track.
overtake.
Blue flag.
You got it. Slow car on the right. Can't stop on the right.
Oh,
Oh, there's another crash, yes.
Yellow
Oh,
flag.
he's
Keep
towed.
yours about
No,
you,
he's flickered, my bad. And this is the car, David. That is the car that is next position for us. They are P38.
Fernando.
Yes.
Blue flag.
Oh, he's gone very. He spun
and
it
he's gone
again.
again.
I wish Van der Merwe would decide whether he's in this lobby or not.
Is there big
Right
trouble
side.
at Miguel to
Clear
R
right.
Racing?
Blue flag.
That's a colourful car.
He's going to have a very sketchy rejoin here at the exit of Junkout.
P39.
We are P39.
Yes. P39, and that was P38, getting in all that difficulty. I
How
wish
many laps is he ahead though?
8 laps ahead, but anything can happen.
Well, who was it who blew the engine?
That was P33 or something. Let me find out for you.
Definitely passed him at some point.
Blue flag.
That was P36. They are 11 laps ahead, so I think we will overtake them as they fix that engine.
Back in the middle.
So yeah, we're going to overtake someone this lap as well. So it's looking good for us.
Looking behind us, we've got cheap man's Brad Binder.
What, Pascal?
Pascal Bender.
Yes. Let's see what Mr. Bender can do.
Okay, my thing says we're still 40.
I think it will update this lap, possibly.
Ah, okay.
Oh, he's got very close to you there.
Yeah, we don't want people getting close to us.
No.
On your left. Clear left.
And the leader is close as well.
Blue flag.
Comes Duncan.
Okay. P36 is in the pits, and I'm not sure why. Seems like an unusual time to do a pit stop. So tailor the tape, David. We are P39. P38 is the Lambo that was all cutting the grass at Juncal. P37 blew their engine. They're in the pits. And P36 is in the pits as well. Although they have now gone down on the jacks. So maybe a regular pit stop for P36. We don't know. And just a sense check for you, you have still 17 laps to go. So I wonder if we're going to kind of get close to just doing this as a one-stopper, which would be great. See, Tommy Duncan's trying to find some pace.
You say I've got 17 laps.
Yes.
How many minutes till the end of the hour?
25.
Yeah, should be fine. The tank just does just over an hour. From last night, anyway.
Right, the car behind you now is P10.
Right side. Clear right.
There's a car leading the pit lane.
On your right. Clear
There
right.
goes Tommy Duncan.
Flag.
Next car's the leader.
Yep. Yeah, so like you said, David, we have because they were just shy of, I think, 50 cars in this race.
Yeah.
So we're kind of
49 at the start.
Yeah. So we're just picking up positions now. So if you just joined us, anyone watching, 3 hours of Interlagos, but we were in a big crash before the start-finish line and had to take 40 minutes of repairs before we could do lap 1. So we're in this meta redemption run, we're having to redeem the start as well.
Race.
Yes. There are layers to this. And the car is severely down on top-end speed, but David's doing really well in the infield.
Car right.
Here comes the
Clear
leader
right.
of the race.
Yeah, there will be some point where Kireth will not put up a redemption video.
B39.
Yeah, because I guess they've basically all been redemption videos since Imola, in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
When you think about it, having this redemption for bad luck, it works quite well.
Maybe.
If we would start winning, people might not be interested.
That is true, yeah. No, yeah, if we were just winning every week, that'd be boring. I guess the excitement is you don't know which way we're going to crash or
Yeah.
what kind of bad luck we're going to have.
People in the chat, how invested are you in this story? In this Pro-Am story? That's what we need to know.
Yeah, then we can play to that.
What, we're about to win, crash on the last lap.
Yeah, keep the storyline going.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or like have some interference. It's a bit of a battle you got going on with Tommy Duncan Jr. here.
Say, he's 26th and he's not getting away.
Yeah. Zoo says more than I should be. Look, it's gonna.
Yeah.
When we get a good result, this is the other thing. Like Dave was saying, let's say we do a race in the future and we qualify well and we start well, because we do 3-hour races. And let's say we're 2 hours in and we're like on a podium place. There's going to be gravitas behind that because of the bad luck we've had before. You know, we're
check.
Car left. Clear left.
Copy.
confirmed. Ah, I'm not on the right. I just voice chatted you, David. I was trying to voice
Can I
chat.
get a mic check?
That's all right.
Check.
Blue flag.
Fafner says we
Got
we
you.
need a Devon Butler-esque antagonist.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, that would be fun if we had an antagonist who does every race with us. I guess as we should see the same people in this split. Going to give you an update on the car with the blown engine, and they are still in the pits, 8 laps ahead. Oh, the Lambo's lost it again. The green Lambo in P37 has lost it again. Fernando S. Gutierrez is
Months ago, I think.
okay. If it is hotter than yesterday, I expect, yeah, they will wear more quickly.
And also, we're pushing them hard in the corners.
Yes,
But we are getting longer on the straight to pull down.
that is true. Mohammed says, Kireth, can you check your Discord? I will check my Discord DM. I won't do it now, but I will check them later. Evening, Melty.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
This is kind of good GT4 practice in a way, isn't it? As well.
You know what we'll have to do? We'll do this, but then we'll have to, like, when we finally get good results on this, do a Club 100 endurance. Keep the story going that way.
Yes. What, in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, exactly. We'll transition through. It'll be like the old Tocker games, racing games. Where we start in sim racing and then we progress, and then obviously to continue it, David, we'll have to do like, I don't know, a
Brick car.
yeah, brick car, and then Le Mans like GT3 or something, and then in a couple of years, just full on LMDH.
Toyota.
Yeah, just for the story.
Yeah, really don't think you get that many donations. not for a hypercar.
Yeah, all donations go towards the 2025 hypercar entry. To continue the story.
I think Andrew's just missed all that.
By Glickenhaus. Like,
Blue flag.
when we were watching Le Mans, Howard turned to me whilst we were running and said, Andrew, who is Frank Meyer? And I'm like, I genuinely don't know.
Was
So
he-
if you can be a driver with, a record of, you did some Euro Cup Formula Renault 2.0 and Formula 3 Euro Series back in the day, and then have a 7-year layoff from Le Mans, and then rock up in a hypercar and finish 4th.
Right
anything
side.
possible.
Clear right.
Clear on the right.
I'm sure JV would sponsor us.
Yeah. Here's a good one for the chat. Which car had a Club 100 logo on it at a recent 24 Hours of Le Mans?
Yeah, genuine
That's a proper
that could be
£1
one of
million
two.
question.
big prize if you can win that. That is a difficult one.
That could be one of two.
Yeah, I saw the news about the one that usually. I won't say anymore. Oh, who's this? Tommy Duncan Jr. Off the track.
Out.
Melty, I saw the 2021 M4 today. The back looks nice, but the front, I don't know about. You should sit in the front of our M4 earlier. But yeah, the new BMW grills do divide opinion.
Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it.
Yeah, to those who have taste and those who don't.
This guy whose temp's not getting away.
Mr. Janison.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the car that ran in. Did we run into him or something? The same one?
Possibly.
Yeah, looks like it.
I never run into anybody. What are you on about?
Yeah, so they brake checked us, I meant. Ruben Marquez.
Barrichello Tarso Marquez is looking down the
All
right.
right.
Yes.
Tarso Marquez.
Still there.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
That's another who for the chat.
That's like saying Esteban Tuero.
It is indeed.
He was actually signed for Minardi the next season.
I
Right,
just
how
had to
many
figure
laps
out
have we
in
got?
my 98 collection which of the 2 Minardis I have, but it's It's Nakano. Disappointing. I still need to find a Tuero.
That cross driver, Nakano.
You got it, toy car on the right.
P35 has binned it.
Oh,
I think you just went past him.
yeah. No, the car in front of me just jumped up in the air.
Okay. That's irregular. I think there are positions to be gained here, actually. Almost incredibly.
That engine one still in.
Yeah, only 5 laps behind now. And yeah, you asked for an update on the fuel.
Yeah.
It's 10 laps to go. So we are just going to make it to... No, we're going to make it comfortably, yeah. And
Which
then,
means you won't need a full tank in the pit stop.
well, I don't know about white flag. I'm a bit...
If you take... I've done, what, an hour 10, hour 20?
Right side.
I can't do the
right.
maths. I'm a bit wary about underfueling. So I don't know to the extent to which we can underfuel.
Thank you.
It sounds like a job for me. How many laps on this tank have we done?
38.
Okay.
Or maybe it's 30. Yeah, 30.
You're on 38 now, and then your lap 2 was when we rolled out the pits post engine fix. So this is the
we topped off, didn't we?
Yeah. So this is the 37th lap on this tank.
Do it in litres, that would be more useful for it.
What's the tank capacity? 120.
Yes. Hey, Poop Daddy, hope you well. It is deja vu. It's yeah.
We're even slower on the straight.
We've never done a race at Interlagos. We've had like top speed on the straight.
It's constantly like we went to Monza with Monaco setup. The Indy 500 with Monaco setup.
Yeah, that is basically what we did.
Oh, Yannikausis.
Is the top speed getting a little bit better with the low fuel? I hope.
I'm getting up to 138. I just got to 140 earlier on, but maybe the engine's just tightening up a touch.
And did you say we were like 143 yesterday with Monaco setup?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I think we reached 145 at one point.
Okay.
We'll do the Formula E thing now. How many litres have we got left, sir?
Don't ask me, mine's in gallons.
Oh,
I can work with that.
We've got 22.9 litres left.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can almost hear the sound of maths being done furiously.
Engineering degree is being used. And abused.
I have an engineering degree, I still couldn't do it.
Yeah, to be fair, you are quite busy.
Yeah, true.
So what's this new position you've got, David, in terms of commentary of a iRacing series?
I am a commentator on Apex Racing TV. I'd say second commentator at the moment, because there is a series that needs a lead commentator and they want somebody experienced at the moment. So.
Apex Racing TV, they're a fairly big deal in iRacing, right?
Yeah, they are the same company linked to SDK Gaming, which gives you your lovely overlap.
Ah, okay, that's why okay, got it.
There is Apex Racing Team, Apex Racing Leagues, which obviously go on to Apex Racing TV.
Because they sponsor a whole series, don't they? Like official one, I think I've seen.
Yeah. The F3, I think.
Okay. So like this is sponsored by VRS. They sponsor the F3. Okay, and you're the commentator for that. That's very cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm the currently I'm the commentator for the GT Pro Trophy.
Car left.
So is that another official series, or
Hold your
is that a
line.
league?
Clear left.
That's their league.
Okay.
But they are a company that also, like, for example, if we wanted to do the 24-hour and have commentary on our car, we could pay them to do that.
Oh, so they kind of white label it as well.
Increasing. It's now 37
And they can also do it on, like, the Club 100 series. They could do that for us if we wanted. Not that Andrew doesn't do it brilliant.
Luckily, we don't need that.
You know, it's that kind of thing. We could do all sorts of things. I think somebody wanted
they
a
did
24-hour.
They did the Rich T race last year as well. You may remember, Kireth.
The Rich T Racing.
The endurance race that they did.
Okay, I didn't know that. I wasn't iRacing really last year, I think.
No, it was last November. I'm pretty sure you were. Didn't you try and solo it? Why have I got a memory of you trying to do a 6-hour Le Mans race?
I hadn't done an endurance race. Oh no, yeah, no, I did. Yes, I did, and I crashed. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I was racing with a guy. How did I know this guy? I was racing a guy called Oleg. How did I know him?
Was it snowing? To your snowman?
That's no laugh.
No. He's a racing driver in the States. He drives Corvettes. How did I get in contact?
Car stopped on the right.
Oh,
Go left.
hang on. Talking about, I'm gonna like access my brain archives.
Well, the good news is, I think we're on P38 now.
Oh, I know why. Because Steve Hicks. Because I was racing in the Club 100 Mazda series last year, and was it Michael Preston or someone said like, oh, there's 6 hours to be. No, someone in Club 100. Yeah, Rich T Racing organised it for charity. Yes, okay, fine. And we were trying to find people in Club 100. So this Oleg guy probably came and was like, anyone want to join me? And I said, yeah, I'll join you, but I'm very new. I did that with him, and I actually did an ACC race with him at the beginning of this year. But he binned it a lot. He's probably not watching, but he binned it a lot, and then I never did that again. Okay, that's why. Yeah, that was a really fun event, and Apex commentated on it. That was my first ever iRacing endurance race. Because Andrew, you were in the LMP2, right?
No, I was. What did we do it in? Did we do it in the Fazza?
Okay.
We were in some form of GT.
Or maybe
got killed by LMP2 as well.
Oh, was it Josh and Steve were in the LMP2s? They were having the battle at the front.
Josh, I think Josh was in with a group of Cardiff people. Hicksy was in with Mike Hart. Bless his soul, he killed me through the push curves. To be fair, this was also my first endurance race, and I did a silly thing of lifting in the middle of Porsche curves because I felt the presence of Mike Hart. And then he crashed into my.
Well, that's very similar to what happened to David yesterday.
And then I got lost in the pit lane. Genuinely lost in the pit lane.
How do you get lost?
Because I was like, so I was 2 laps from a box anyway. Got killed. Thought, well, bring it in now anyway because I'm low on fuel, and in the midst of. Oh, that was it, yeah. So I was still getting used to that pit lane speed limiter button. Pressed it, then accidentally... Oh, that was... I pressed it, got it down to speed, then tried to radio Rory to say, I'm in the box, accidentally pressed the pit lane speed limiter again, which of course took it off, pooed myself, and by the time I'd sorted all of that, I realised I was about halfway down the pit lane, and my boy was like near pit entry, so I had to go around again.
Okay, well that makes perfect sense.
Basically, chat, when you do the endurance thing, practice your pit stops before you actually do it for real.
And it sounds like both of you have been taken out by my car, so I don't know if this is something we need to kind of take note of.
I'm going to make no further comments.
Hang on. So Kireth's car took you out. Kireth put the wrong setup on the car.
Hang on,
yeah.
who did I take out?
On your
Sorry, I
left.
thought you said you took Andrew out.
No, my
Clear left.
car took you out at Spa. On the end of the Kemmel Straight.
It's on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Oh, my car, yeah. So if he's in my car.
No. This is before
Yeah.
the Chris Powell cruise missile.
Mr. Harty, yeah, that was brilliant.
I enjoyed that moment. That was great.
You didn't see it from my view. I was right behind it and he just disappeared. So I just turned into a bus stop going, please don't come across, please don't come across.
Next time Dave crosses the line, can I get a fuel check? Currently, if he's on 2.6 litres per lap, we're looking at a 46 lap stint. If it's 2.5, it's 48.
Okay.
I reckon we're in the middle.
I'll give you an update. Yeah, if anyone watching, if you haven't seen that moment, it's in the Discord. Thinking like iRacing, just the most perfectly timed. I think the only way to describe it is like Antonio Liuzzi style, sideways
Fully
across.
Liuzzi.
Yeah. Never go full Liuzzi, but it happened this occasion. Take
It
out.
was like that F3 car that did exactly the same but went over the curb.
Fuel check, Super Play.
10.9 litres.
There you go.
The one that went over the curb. What, Spa?
Yeah, it spun at Spa, hit the sausage
Sausage.
curb and took off.
Fully to space.
Because there's just an image of somebody coming into the corner and a car in the air. I've actually just realised in all of this, I'm not actually part of Kireth's Discord.
Are you not? I'm sure you must be.
No.
Okay. You haven't seen what we've all written about you then?
Yeah.
Can someone delete it before David joins?
So I hear what Andrew says about me, so it's fine.
Oh.
What he doesn't know is Howard sends it all back to me.
Oh, you wrote it the car that is still in the pits with a broken engine.
Okie doke, mate. We are on for a 47 lap
On your right.
stint. Oh, big boy
Hold
B
your line.
down your inside.
Blue flag.
Clear right.
Just
Car
commit
right.
to it.
Clear right.
Oh, gosh!
Whoa!
Contact!
That was his fault. That was his fault. He just turned as if you weren't even there.
I shall defend you in the
gonna say.
comments.
Slow enough, just wait till we're
Blue flag.
straight. Oh, second place behind us now.
Yeah.
On your right.
Well,
Clear
we've got
right.
one more lap.
No, probably. Well, that was lap. That was
Blue
the
flag.
40.
Right
now
side.
on the 44th lap
Clear right.
of your stint. So just keep an eye on your fuel. You should be all right for 2 more.
Yep. A really good job with the car. Thanks for keeping the instant points down the stint as well.
I'm down to 21.
Yeah.
Well, it's just revenge for last night. I'm sure you gave me
So-
like 18.
So I'll be the one who gets... Yeah, I did, I think. I'll be the one who gets us DQ'd.
Don't get DQ'd then.
I'll try my best.
We're not going quick enough to run wide, let's put it that way. We shouldn't really be in a position of running wide, and it's just idiots like that last one.
Blue flag.
So David, if you
Kireth,
can...
are we filling the tank to the brim? On this
Yeah,
pit stop?
well, unless we know how not to.
Yeah, I can't help you on that one. Just in
So
watch mode.
I'm just going to
So,
brim it, I think.
Yeah, you're looking at a 78 and a third minutes. I've based that on the average of us doing about 100 seconds a lap. Big maths. So that's going to take us probably like, what, 40. It's going to give us like a 45-minute stint to finish the race off this next tank fuel.
45 minutes?
Yeah. So you'll do this next 78, 80 minutes.
Right side. Clear right.
Yeah.
B38.
41.
Blue flag.
VRG is back on your bum, Dave.
Yeah, with a
Expect,
vengeance.
Turn-ins inevitable.
Terry, you mean?
Oh yeah, his name is Terry.
Oh no, engine's gone.
Engine gone. Okay.
You joking?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We'll
We'll
put
need
a
to
note
pit
in
for
the chat to
repairs.
say
We've had the
that
recall flag.
you should be able to recover this.
Blue flag.
Just keep to the outside of all corners.
I think you've got to tow this, right?
No. Yeah, got to.
You've got no power.
Stop.
With it completely dud.
We have no first and second gear.
Third?
Third, yeah. But
I-
it's just coming to a halt.
I think it's going to be quicker to tow it, mate, to be honest.
Blue flag.
Probably safer.
Yeah.
It didn't even give us a loud explosion and smoke. Oh, there we go. It just happened. Well, all in all,
Well, there's the 40 minutes of fuel.
Oh no. Well, at least we can't get disqualified.
yeah, it's another opportunity to not pick up instant points, which is a win in my book. Anyway,
To be honest, we sort of expected that to happen.
yeah.
So down on power. Who do we get up to?
I guess so. Is that probably because of the aero damage and stuff like the radiator?
I think it was just because it
Yeah.
was so down on power. We were just struggling. And we were pushing it, weren't we?
It's the classic thing with the GT3s. Whenever they get a bit of radiator, or I say a bit, whenever they get significant radiator damage, it is sadly inevitable that they will.
Still in the
pop.
top 40.
This is actually a really good kind of showcase of how brutal iRacing can be. So if you think the likes of GT Sport and Forza are just too easy, and you want to try something a bit more difficult, this is how difficult it can be.
I'm trying to find that car, but it took us off.
Turn the engine off. We're back in the pits in 45 seconds. Yes. We'll remember this race when we win one. Define says iRacing is a survival horror game. Yeah, people often refer to it as a simulation, but that's not actually... If you look at what it's categorized at on Steam, it is survival horror.
Is that why I get the sweats whenever I'm in the set?
Oh, interesting.
It's
The car that took us
impending doom.
out has quit. Oh no, it's nice. It's there.
Oh,
There we are. Still going round.
right. Let's see what the damage is. 41 minutes.
With 58 remaining.
Yes. Sorry that your maths went to waste, Andrew. You have to redo the maths.
No, it's all good. We can get to the end of the race on one tank now. It's all good.
Can we work out how to exactly fuel it to the end? Like, so we run out at the end.
Yeah, like we won't be able to do a parade lap. We'll, you know, I mean, we do need to be careful. We need to give the FIA their P sample.
Oh, it's filling
at
up
the
to
end
the
of
max. It was filling up.
Oh,
I've stopped it. So I don't know what to do. I just stopped it fueling.
so
If you, I think if you give the begin fueling tick box a check and an uncheck, it'll reset it.
it's currently it's put 18.
Yeah, it says 99.4 litres remaining. So if the tank's 120, we've got 20.6 in there, as Aston Martin would
44
say.
Laps. 44 laps.
The leader's pitting now.
Yeah. Actually, 20 litres might be fine, right? How is it? 3 litres a lap? No. How many litres a lap is it?
David did 2.53 on that last one. Sorry, beat him with my mouthful.
And we're going to have about less than 15. Okay, so okay. Daphne just says lol. I know, it's just when it rains it pours. I'd rather have the pain concentrated into one very, very brutal race than kind of cruelly strung out over many races. That's not how we operate when I do the race with David. We'd like to concentrate the bad luck into these streams.
We've done these 3 races of bad luck just so we can have a good race next week.
Have we actually spent more time in the pits than racing?
Probably.
Yeah.
I've just been an idiot and realised that I had counted my maths wrong because I said 121 minutes to go. We've not got 121 minutes to go. We've done 121 minutes. Best chief engineer ever.
Right, be back in a sec.
Interestingly,
That's because I'm used to doing Club 100 endurance racing where the timer counts up.
yeah. Interesting to know. David's left and just put "quit your jibber jabber" in the. I don't know if that's
Is that as he pressed a key accidentally?
Yeah, or maybe it's not accidental. But his tyres, his front left was 37%, and his front right was 38%. So really chewing up those fronts.
Splitter damage.
Also,
Exactly
if David has gone, I would say it quietly, but I might get a very nice car to drive here if the engine's going to be fixed.
Nah, it'll still be down on power.
Oh, okay. I was holding on to that.
It'll be like the last when we did Bathurst 12 hour. And I
I
had like a 10-minute stint on a brand new engine, and I think it was as slow as it was before. Might have been a tad quicker, but it wasn't like, ooh, fresh, lovely power.
I rate the dedication of this pitman here. He's the kind of guy who doesn't half-ass things. He knows there's 40 minutes to go, and most pitmen, I think, would I don't want to say slack, but they would put the lollipop down. But this guy is to the book, and he's going to hold it for the next 40 minutes. Very late. I like it. There is smoke.
I was about to
emanating.
make a comment about power and Sodi carts, and it reminded me of, did everyone see our Belgian Grand Prix visiting G having the off in the Sodi on the go-kart track?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it. But what a
We've
moment
all
for
been
them.
there.
Yes, just not on TV to the F1 broadcast audience.
Some people said, "Ha, lol, it's you, mother. This is what you do." It's like, no. When I go off in the wet, I go through tyre barriers. You've got to do it properly.
Yeah. That is what Sam says. If you're going to crash, do it properly. Loopy with a shout out also, not forgetting the flag wavers in iRacing do a fantastic job too. Yes. Big up the flag wavers as well. Big up all the virtual staff in iRacing. Without them, we couldn't go racing. I'm going to go to most exciting again, because that most definitely isn't us in the pits. Into the blimp. So Interlagos will remain unconquered for us. Unfinished business, I think it's fair to say. Next weekend, I think we head out to Montreal, it sounds like, which is essentially a street circuit, where if one car hits the barriers, it basically comes back into the middle of the road. Biafron, Flagman needs tested for PEDs, too much vigour. Possibly, I'm not sure I'm not sure would be an issue.
I'm back. I don't mean to send them messages.
Okay, we thought you did.
No, I placed my headphones on my keys. Yeah. Well, I went to get a well-earned beer, I think.
So I was speculating, David, that when the engine's fixed, I might get like a rocket, but apparently that's not going to happen.
Well, no, considering we fixed it once already.
But no, didn't Jimmy do this in the 24 hours recently, where they had to crash the car again, but that was LMP2, and then when they crashed it again, it was fixed brand new.
Maybe.
They 100% did that. People in chat may know. Yeah, Loopy makes a good point. It's a Wall of Champions next week.
Yeah, we'll be in that.
Yeah.
This beer's
What beer have you gone for to savour the
something called Amarillo.
Haven't heard of that brand of beer.
No, this is I've got a load from Tyneside.
Okay.
When I went up there, so we're all just random breweries up there. This one's called Amarillo.
Very nice.
Is Andrew still here?
Yeah, still here. Just making sure that chat don't hear me
Hear you
scoffing
eating.
down steak pie. I've gone with it whilst we're doing this bit of the stream.
This whole
Whitley
stream has
Monkey
been a spot.
Brewery down at Vista Heritage.
Oh,
One of their
I've heard of them.
beers that they had at their Le Mans event.
Which car are you driving next week, Luke, he says? That'll depend.
I'm.
Oh dear.
Okay, I'm not sure if something
Jim-
happened on
Jim,
track or Andrew just sat on something.
No. There's a new person in. That's also a team name that is not monetization friendly. It's the Lambo that you overtook earlier. Just span out in front of Turning Terry Jim.
Yeah, I think we just caught
I
that.
nearly took Turning Terry Jim out.
I think we just caught it.
We look like we're not
that
going
was-
to
that
lose
was-
our
that was the
38.
cause of that was the cause of the Anthony DJ Jordan. Oh,
Jonathan passed me on the straight on my left.
Oh, Tyrone is South African.
no, Loopy. It is. Actually, no. That's a bit sacrilegious, isn't it? On this channel, it is not a Frey Bentos.
Is a bit, unless it's a Pucker Pie, because we're kind of affiliated with Pucker Pie.
Nah, it's a generic supermarket one. Supermarket. So, but basically, what happened was because of Pingdemic, the certain kind of pies that I like were just not in stock in any of Warwickshire. So.
When
I
you
lit the
when you say
beacons.
any of Warwickshire, how
No,
to what length
seriously,
did you go
like-
to verify that?
There were at least 4 branches of supermarket beginning with S that I went to that did not
Okay.
have said pie.
Okay.
So I lit the beacons back to Yorkshire to say, we've got a real problem here. I'm coming up this weekend. Can you get me a pie just so I can take it back down and stock the freezer? And mum being mum, I, of course, got about 7 pies.
Okay.
So I'm good now probably till Christmas,
Good.
Unless I come round.
unless you come round.
But also, presumably, the shortage, you now have a kind of form of currency
Oh, yeah.
that,
Oh,
if needed, yeah. Which on stream, we're just chilling with most
So-
exciting, and there's lots of carnage going on.
So if you're in the Warwickshire area and you want steak pies from the supermarket rhyming with Painsbury's, I'm your man.
Yes.
Same applies for Henderson's Relish. Now that I do genuinely have to smuggle across the border.
Oh, somebody's just come in smoking. Just in front of us.
Very nice.
Kireth is most exciting back on Jan Pedersen now.
We're rolling with Sergio Santos. I don't know if most exciting is the same generally,
Oh, okay.
or if it's dynamic.
It's dynamic. It's very dynamic for me at the moment. It keeps hopping around.
Yeah, it seems to think that Sergio Santos
Terrible,
3.
terrible TV director. Can we also praise for a second, because he doesn't get praise enough. For those of you who've been watching the Club 100 iRacing channel, a little bit of a background secret. How good has Mr. Mitchell got at TV directing?
Oh, is he the one
genuinely.
doing it behind the scenes? Oh, I didn't know.
So Howard is commentating and TV directing at the same time.
Because I was going to say, because that sequence there was a sequence from this week where I think it started with me spinning, and it ended with the Chris Power missile. It was almost like a Michael Bay movie, the way it was transitioning from scene to scene.
That ain't TV mixed. Well, there's a little bit of TV mixed in there, but that isn't just us setting it to most exciting or focus on crashes and away we go. That is fully Howard.
I thought that was focused on
Absolute
crashes,
pro.
which is why I'm sitting on
No.
most exciting. Okay.
No.
Alpha Live will be sorting that one out. You won't be on the comms. They'll swap me and him round. Just to give you some
There you
more
go.
information, Legends of Club 100 BUKC Orange, which is Hixie, is running 6th.
Okay.
50
Right.
minutes to go.
In top split.
Yeah, in top split.
Very nice.
With Canaan Esports Brazil in there.
Maybe we won't tell them about our result this week.
No, he's already messaged.
Okay.
If you have a look at the WhatsApp, he has already asked, and I've just put long story.
Okay.
How are we doing on rebuild anyway?
The rebuild of the engine is still more than half an hour away from being rebuilt.
Oh, joy.
The track temperature is increasing.
So Montreal
It's now
next
39
week.
Celsius.
I will probably do some sprints next week as well. But what car? Our kind of driver change to BMW hasn't gone very well. Although our racing in the Ferrari was also not perfect.
Well, we only went for
Leader is
this
pitting
when
now.
everybody else drove it.
But we went for this. If we're real, we went for this because it was going to be a couple of tenths quicker a lap. That's the reason why we went, and that hasn't been an issue. So I wonder if Montreal, whether we should revert to the safety of the Ferrari or kind of double down on the BMW, because I know you bought it for this race.
I'm not fussed either way. I'll run whatever car, even if I had to get a different car, it doesn't matter. To be honest, I'm going to put it all onto my expenses.
Oh, very nice.
I don't get paid for it just at the end of the, financial year.
Yeah.
But Taxman's not watching this, so we're okay.
Just have a look at the KFC car making a move at turn 1. Engine looks fine. There's no flaming at the engine there. Yeah, I'll do some VRS because there's the week refreshes on Tuesday. So probably Tuesday night I'll do some VRS sprints. And actually do the VRS sprint and the Fanatec fix. They alternate. I did it, I think, last week. It was a lot of fun.
Mm.
And maybe I'll try the Ferrari and the BMW. And
I may put Kibosh on that. Are you not doing GTS?
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that wasn't a bombshell, by the way.
I'm not.
I just forgot. See, I won't be unless I do it later.
I'm going to do an as live for Lobby 2 afterwards. Well, Wednesday probably.
You've got lots of Birmingham bandits in Lobby 2 now.
Ooh, I don't even know who's in it. I haven't even looked. Hang on, I better put that onto my calendar as well.
Loopy moving into GT3 next week. That's going to be very exciting. Loopy's doing it exactly the right way, starting in Mazda, then TCR, and I think now into GT3.
So who's hosting Lobby 2?
No,
who's hosting?
Why Sam in Lobby? Why Sam in Lobby 2?
Because he's organiser and he makes his own rules.
So who's the hot favourite for Lobby 1 and Lobby 2 this season? Basically, Lobby 1, is it going to be Nathan or Ryan? Because I think
I like this. This turned into a preview show.
Yeah.
Let me get the thing up.
Let me change the title of the stream. So if you're watching, you don't know what we're talking about. So for the last 4 seasons on this channel, we've raced in the Club 100 GT Sport Esports Championship with names you recognise like Roswell, Nathan, Super GT's been in for a couple of seasons, Treviso, Tim Clark.
Sandell.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. And the likes of David and Andrew have commentated on their channels, so make sure to subscribe to their channels. One on Tuesday is going to be live on Andrew's channel, Double Dash Motorsport Media. And this season upcoming is season 5. We had a summer break for the first time, and Ryan has won 2, Nathan has won 2 seasons. So it's very exciting. I think, if I'm correct, Ryan won the first 2 seasons. Nathan has won the last 2, so Nathan's got the momentum. And I'm very excited to see kind of who comes out on top. And I probably will pay a plot in terms of who I hold up the most, which is interesting. Yeah, Leapy said it's stand down.
Just want to jump in. The top 2 in this race are good by less than a tenth of a second.
Okay, we'll ride on board with them.
I believe. I swear it says standings 0.089.
It does, but the car behind that is definitely not. I'm suspicious.
He's in the pits.
He's in the
Second
pits.
is in pits.
And second is the car that is Ericsson.
Matthew S. Hughes.
Yeah. Okay, so they were like that.
Yeah. I suggest they weren't side by side for one in the pits.
Yes.
It's very slow out the pits. To be fair.
Yes, there you go.
That's
If you want to catch the racing on Tuesday, if you click DDMM in the chat, make sure to subscribe to that, and the stream will go up in advance, and you get the full broadcast commentary. But yeah, back to, so the preview. Who, I guess from each of us, and then and chat as well. Who is favourite to win the season in Lobby 1? I'm going to go with.
I would say Nathan on the basis that, as I say, he's got the momentum. I was going to say Luke Battersby as well, and then I remembered that he's actually on comms with me because he's decided that he wants to do that, which is cool. 2 voices is always better than 1. So yeah,
I'd do it alone.
Yep.
Oh, terrible.
So no, I'd probably go Nathan on the basis that he's taken the last 2. But I think a lot of it would depend on tracks as well, and it's a longer season, so you know how that's going to play out and affect things. I think people are probably going to be a little bit less. I don't want to use the word desperate, but I can't think of another late on a Sunday night when my brain is tired from several hours of Super One commentary. But yeah, I think it's going to be quite a different feel because people have got more opportunities to get good results on the board.
Yeah, there's an interesting dynamic because I think it's fair to say for a lot of people and people watching as well, I think a lot of people have taken a break from GT Sport, intentionally or unintentionally because some holidays and whatnot. So it's going to be a real kind of almost back to school. And if you start the season slowly, you might not be able to catch up. I think for me, I think Ryan Sandell has been. I think his history in GT Sport is longer than Nathan's, so it wasn't so surprising he won the first 2 seasons. I think Nathan is adding more strings to his bow. Or he's adding a lot more strings to his bow. I've been very impressed by the way he's dealt with the tyre wear, his use of traction control on a per corner basis, and also not using full braking as well. I think his trajectory on GT Sport is this guy could be top split FIA if he wanted. So for me, it has to be Nathan. And just on a personal perspective, when I'm racing in these races and either Nathan or Ryan has come up behind me, I do for whatever reason find it easier to defend against Ryan, whereas Nathan will just find ways past me that I don't even see coming.
Yeah.
But it would be an epic story, and I remember I was commentating with you, Andrew, in the last race of the last season, and I think Ryan was in a pretty good position, but then he had a terrible qualifying at Brands Hatch in the penultimate round, false started, and that was essentially championship over. So yeah, I think my vote goes to Nathan.
And I think that's the thing that with there being more races, it will probably in those individual moments take the pressure off. Yeah, when we get to the final round, and it'll probably be down to 1 race here or there, then the pressure will ramp up because that happens in
air temperature's increasing. It's now 28
People
Celsius.
start making different decisions based on what their scenario is. I mean, heck, I saw loads of races like that today where there was one in particular, just completely off topic. 2 guys who've been streets ahead of everybody else in their particular class, fighting so hard that another guy got it together, caught them up, overtook them because they were scrapping so much, and went on to win the round. Because these 2 guys fighting for the title were just we only care about each other and beating each other. Doesn't matter if it's for 1st and 2nd or 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
So you can get some really, really odd things happening in end of season scenarios like that, especially if it's I say it's a longer season. It's still only 6 rounds, so it's not.
But is it 3 races per round now? If I read that correctly.
If it is, that's going to be a much longer night than I'd prepared for.
I thought it was Mazda and then apparently Group 4 and Group 3, or maybe it alternates. I don't know. There's
I'll find out at the next.
definitely a Mazda
Thursday,
100,
just doing
yeah,
the prep
30. David, which way are you thinking about the Lobby 1 season?
Sorry, I was just watching a video of George on the podium. Let's have a look. Lobby 1, it's going to be Ryan against Nathan again, to be honest. It'd be interesting to see what Trevor does, because he sort of lost his mojo a little bit with previous
I think
rules
the
and that.
tyre wears going up hurt him particularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the pad.
But I think Ryan had a bad start to last season. Nathan sort of ran away, and then Ryan
Yeah.
had a good end to the season. So, if I had to pick one, Ryan.
Okay.
Just looking at the list, there's somebody called Kireth. I don't know who the hell he is. But yeah, I think it'd be Ryan, Nathan, and then probably Tim. If I was picking a
Actually,
top three.
you know what?
Tim took a huge step forward, I thought, last season. Like, he went from being solid middle of the pack in Lobby 1 to, on his particular race, a real, what we call, me and Howard always used to call him BUKC days, a disruptor. I.e., he'd be at the front and really, really tricky for the top guys to overtake. And it was always like a key point of the race of like, okay, they are probably going to get past Tim at some point, but how quickly can you get past him and then get up the road ahead of him? Oh, good spin there for the Porsche.
Well, he won the penultimate round at Brands, didn't he? In the X, which I thought was a stepping stone moment, because that's not the car you associate with Tim Clark, really.
No.
And I think he won that by a distance. Melter says, sand. Do you like eating sand? I've never eaten sand, so I can't. Maybe I do, but I don't know. Loopy, is anyone doing the 6 hours Nürburgring next Sunday? Is that what kind of event is that? Because I know they did the 4-hour VLNs. I didn't know there was a 6 hours. And Gav says, hey Gav, hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm just looking at like Lobby 2 as well. I think Ollie Smith will probably win that. Maybe Sam, and we don't know how quick. I used to call her Amy.
Amy.
Yes, I got shot down for that years ago. And how quick Amy will be yet?
Yeah, there's quite a few new drivers in Lobby 1. So you got Amy in there, Jake O'Sullivan. I have no idea how quick Jake is. Same with Michael. I mean, in real life, he's absolutely rapid. So,
Michael.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't got Michael on my list.
You should do. Michael Gibbons.
Right.
Late entry, another
That's
Birmingham
right,
bandit. So yeah. No, I think that would be. It's good, to get some new names in there as well and some new blood into the championship. I think that was the thing. That the decision to have a bit of a summer break, I think, was a wise one. You're absolutely right, Kireth. Like, I had a full intention, start of the year, of doing as much of FIA World Champs as possible, because I really enjoyed doing it last year. I think I ended up doing 2 rounds just because the summer went mad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like 100% it's the game's fault. Rubbish game. Because the longevity of the fact that people are still playing Gran Turismo Sport, I think is quite a good testament to it as a game and a concept. I don't remember a Gran Turismo game having this level of longevity, and a big part of that is the online racing and the fact that you can keep improving on it. I think just generally across, not just in our community, but across communities everywhere, as everything reopened, especially in the UK, going into the football, so call that June.
Yeah.
Everyone's just been so mega busy with stuff that anything that's kind of a nice to have has fallen by the wayside, but hopefully will come back now.
Yeah, I think so for me, this has been the first summer since I started playing GT Sport where there hasn't been a lockdown.
Yes.
And I think for maybe a lot of other people as well. So when the winter comes around again, I think the idea of being inside warm, playing Gran Turismo Sport FIA sounds very appealing. And I'm sure the lead into GT7 will make GT Sport just more exciting generally. But yeah, the league is I'm really looking forward to it. And I've really enjoyed the break because we went non-stop for 4 seasons pretty much.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we didn't really have anyone drop round. Apart from my last round, which I was injured for, I don't think there's many people that drop rounds at all. Like when Super GT was in there, when Ryan Nathan.
Yeah, we had a couple in Lobby 1 towards the end of Season 4.
Yeah.
I think one of those last rounds that we were even contemplating where we did of combining Lobby 1 and Lobby 2 for that
right.
last week.
Yeah.
But as I say, that was right at the point where, and I'll put my hand up, I was partially involved in that as well. I said, because I said to Sam, like, look, the DDMM calendar is going to get stupidly busy over the next, I'm not trying to say Crimey River, but the last 8 weekends there has been something DDMM related on, and that's not just motorsport commentary stuff. One of us got married, so
yeah,
I think it's served as well that we've had this break now, and we'll come back and refreshed, and we've tweaked it a little bit and made more event. I think that we've staggered it with the iRacing as well. Will be good.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do this time around is a bit of cross pollination between the two series. So, because I recognise that a lot of people will not have the time on their hands to watch sim racing 2 nights in a week. They'll probably be able to do 1 night a week, but 2 will be a bit of a stretch. So the fact that we've now, that's one of the reasons why we've staggered the GT Sport stuff for every 2 weeks, pretty much through the whole of this next season, so it doesn't clash with an iRacing week. GT Sport on a Tuesday on their weeks, iRacing on a Wednesday, pretty much from, well, as of last week, up to late November.
I think the 2 weeks is just good. Like you said, it's good. Hopefully, good for the viewers because, it doesn't conflict like that. It's good for the drivers because we get more time to practice. I remember at times it was just very difficult to get time to practice. Hopefully, it's good for the viewers again because more of us can make videos. So I'm probably going to make more videos this season. Ryan will do the same and stuff like that, so we can have time to get them out. And yeah, it's a bit like a real motorsport calendar where you don't just do constant back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Able to do the practice is going to be a big one. I'm excited to see where people's pace is at, to be honest. I'm excited to see, for me, whether my iRacing is going to help me with my GT Sport pace or not. I felt like last season I was kind of catching up with Treviso. Treviso wasn't having a particularly good season. How's that battle going to be this season? Is Nathan going to streak away from the field? Because that's, if we're honest, that's kind of his trajectory. It's a lot of exciting, and I think people watching like the characters as well, like following these drivers that we've seen now over 4 seasons racing together. Another big crunch on the straight.
Where we're looking?
That was actually quite a big one. Bear with me. It won't show me now.
I was going to say, just while you're doing that, I've just checked my bets from today on the Grand Prix.
Have you done well?
I put George Russell on to win each way, and he finished second.
Oh, win!
Ooh.
I should have.
That's
33 to 1.
How much have you won as a result of
that? So look, I put a quid on, and it was 12 quid. It was 33 to 1.
That's better than a kick in the face, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you basically gambled on two laps on a safety car.
No, I actually thought he had a chance in those conditions.
But you could approach it as if there's 2 laps on a safety car, then.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I never thought about that. I think the bookies would be a bit smart about it.
He went up to 50 to 1 at one point. It's like at the start of the season when he was never going to be in the Mercedes, and we're putting him at 33 to 1 to win the title. Yeah. Because people thought he might just swap. Oh, we're down to 40th now.
I think he definitely will swap now.
Oh, he's already in that car.
Yeah.
Absolutely no doubt about it.
Well, you think they'll swap before the season?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because that would be very...
He respects Williams far too much.
Yeah. Loopy says VLN is normally 4 hours, but this round is 6. Okay, 6 hours Nürburgring, because VLN they do Mazda, TCR, Group 4 and Group 3, if I'm correct. I may not be correct, but...
Which Nürburgring?
The big one, and combined, I think.
I think it's linked together.
Yeah, I've still got to get that one.
Using 3 cash on.
I spent enough on the last month. From saying I'd never buy anything on this game.
You've now got more content than probably both of us.
Do you need all the content to commentate though? Like if you don't have it, can you
I need
commentate?
to get bits of. But they like us to have quite a bit. I mean, you actually asked last night what I brought in that pack, and I'm gonna have a look now.
But that can't be right. That can't be right though, because if you're going to commentate on an IMSA race, you don't need all the cars to spectate, surely. No.
I brought the BMW, obviously, the Dallara PT217.
Yeah, the LMPT.
Banana boy.
Formula Renault, the Nürburgring, not the full, Snetterton. That's what I brought last night.
I find Snetterton very, very difficult in iRacing. Probably actually the track I find most difficult.
Yeah, before that I brought McLaren, which we're going to do with 24 hours. Zandvoort, Long Beach, Sabrine, Suzuka, Watlins Glen, a NASCAR, one of the new ones, and a supercar ready for a Holden ready for the Bathurst.
Are you going to do that Bathurst?
I don't know yet.
Because I've heard it's very tricky, no supercars.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but I mean, look at us. We can't even do a G3 race. I haven't actually looked at when it is yet.
Gav says George is from the same town as me. It's quite a town with a lot of pedigree.
Is it Kings Lynn?
Kings Lane.
Who said that on the chat?
Gav Jarman.
Gav Jarman.
Gav Jarman. Ah, just out of curiosity, Gav, has your family got any links to a football club? Let me know.
Okay. This is developing.
I'll go into that afterwards. Just, maybe not marshals, whatever they call them. What do we call them in a football match?
Stewards.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I've just realised.
Recognise the name Jarman.
With George's result today, that means he has equalled the best Formula One race finish of the other Kings Lynn Formula One racing driver.
Mr. Martin Brundle.
Mr. Martin Brundle.
Yeah.
So they're equal now. They're equal the best.
Yeah, I think Martin's got more seconds, hasn't he, on countback.
He will do, and he's got some other things as well.
You mean like Le Mans?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did he win World Championship?
He did for TWR Jaguar.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah. No.
Our friend has crunched someone.
Second place.
Yeah. He's now in PT though, Matthew Hughes. What's happened to actually? He might have been crunched. The end of the straight, end of their home pit straight.
Yeah, because they say George is actually from the same town. They always say he's from Kings Lynn, but actually, I believe he went to school in Wisbeach, which is down the road.
So he's trading on the Kings Lynn name.
So he's trading on Kings Lynn name, but I don't think he's actually from Kings Lynn.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 41 Celsius.
Little fact for you, because no.
That's a beggars can't be choosers.
Gav, what do you mean, yeah, no? That doesn't really help. Was that the answer to your surname, or was that the answer to you? Let's put it this way. I know the club photographer, so... let's put it this way.
Gav says yes, sorry.
Yeah, if you are linked to a football club, and you follow the football club, you will probably know me.
This is very cryptic.
Well, I'm probably one of the only people who are...
Well, you have a football banning order.
Not quite. But the chairman doesn't appreciate my support, shall we say.
Did you criticise the transfer policy too much?
No, I criticise its prices.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you're not...
Matthew S. Hughes is giving himself a drive-through penalty, it would look like.
Is that in the well? They did just to have a crunch, so probably a 4X there.
Okay. Do you like me then, Dave? Do you tweet #chairman out?
No. To cut a long story short, new chairman took over. He wanted to put prices up. He wanted to do certain things. I said, well, I don't completely agree with that. Before long, he messaged me saying I wasn't welcome back at the club.
Did he put it in such polite terms as that?
Pretty much, but he did say that I was driving away sponsors. Now, if you've got a crowd of over 1,000, one bloke isn't going to stop a sponsor sponsoring. But yes, I
think what we need to find here, David, is what he really cares about. So, like, for Sheffield United's chairman, I just... if I ever get into a converse with him now, I just tell him that the San Francisco 49ers absolutely suck. That he actually cares about, as opposed to football club.
Well, in reply to Gav, yeah, I know of your uncle, shall we say? I know about, you know, I just recognise the surname from support of the club, and I'll be honest, the stewards and all that do a great job at the club, especially recently with all the extra fans we've been getting in. Not me, because I'm not allowed.
You don't have to go to the police station every time they play, do you, and sign a piece of paper?
No. I've been to a few away matches, which gets me some nice looks.
See, I've now just got images of the turnstiles at Kings Lynn Football Club, which just... if you see this man, kind of, do not let him in.
There's an answer, Gav. Has your uncle got a picture of me on the gate that you do
20
not
minutes
let
to go.
him in?
20 minutes.
No,
Genuinely, they have those at my place of work. Like people who've recently left the business, and for like less than conspicuous reasons.
No,
you walk past the security gates. And it's just got this gallery of fairly reasonable-looking people. It's not like
okay,
you see on Crime Watch. It's like just all, you don't let these people in.
Before we go
like,
on,
what
the
have they
point of
done?
football club, what do you do if your face pops up there?
What? Prematurely?
Yeah, like if you walked in and all of a sudden you saw your face on the wall.
That would be an exceedingly good prank to play on someone.
That's one way of getting your P45, isn't it?
I was going to say, I'm going to keep my opinions on that to myself. It's been a good one.
No, yes. To link you to it, Gav, my father-in-law takes all photos. So, if you, to be honest, if anybody's linked to a forum, I don't know if your family post on forum. Certainly know me from there. I'm probably the most well-known person in the club, not from Kings Lynn. If that makes sense. I used to be too positive, and now I'm too negative. Work that one out.
It's a very small world.
Yeah, I'm like. He's gonna go to his uncle now and ask if they know my name, and it's gonna go around Kings Lynn.
So what would happen if you brazenly just tried to go to a home match?
Honestly,
what would happen?
I've never tried it, and the reason I've never tried it is because one, I'd have to fork out about 20 quid to get in. And I'm thinking, well, if you don't want me here, you don't want my money. But then again, they have a BAFTA-winning cameraman who's trying to get people involved to do camera stuff and that. And it's like, well, I've got experience if you need me, but But yeah, we're in the National League. We finally won a game the other week. I'll be positive about it. At least we won. But yeah,
Wait,
I'm not.
What's winning a league match feel like?
Oh yeah, sorry. Did that hurt? To be fair, it was against. Who? I can't remember, but they had 10 men for 30 odd minutes. So and we took the lead with 10 men. So
just a temporary.
Yeovil.
interject?
Yeah.
Are you ready to drive?
Yeah, 45 seconds, but I can't get the car to fuel up. There's only 20 litres in, which I don't think will get us to the end.
I'm
just ticking and unticking fuel.
Sometimes after an engine change, yeah.
What if I start moving and then stop again in the box?
You can try it. I think I had this before at Bathurst 12-hour where you're like, would you please put some fuel in, please?
Or can I convert the inevitable drive-through into a stop and go with fuel?
Why would you get a drive-through?
Oh, because we're that close to the X's.
Yeah, we got like 2 X's left, which I will get in 2 corners.
Oh,
probably.
okay. How much fuel have you got in? 20 litres? Yeah, you'll be able to do 8 laps. 8 laps, to be fair, that might even be enough to just get you to the end.
It's fueling.
Just to go back to the chat, Gav, let us know why you head towards Kireth's streams and that. Let's see why people watch
There's
this.
traffic behind. Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, particularly this one.
Particularly this one with our driving skills, yeah. Yeah, what a small world. I'd rather spend £20 somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, Andrew is a Sheffield
Get it right.
United supporter.
Good,
How much
well
does
done.
it cost you to go?
Prem gate, in fact, let me look at one of my tickets. In the good season, Leicester was 37 quid.
Blue flag.
Man United at home was 40 quid.
Oh my word, that's more than West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, to sit down at Kingsland is about 23 quid.
Yeah.
And if you think you might take your family, so for example, I'll take my family.
Oh,
for
15
example,
minutes
we've got
left.
2 adults and a kid. We'd
I'll give
have
you-
to
I'll give
spend
you a
over
better-
50 quid.
I'll give you a better comparison for like value of money. Because I'm a nerd and I keep all my tickets up on the little thing here.
There you go.
Ipswich Town home game, the game we basically got promoted on, bar the mathematics, 27 quid. So, yeah.
Somebody says Bristol City is 28. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Championship.
I mean, a lot of the things with Kingston, it's thrown in terms of there's an extra £1 on the ticket for VAT for a loan got to pay back after last season, COVID and stuff, and also the idea that players have to travel to Kings Lynn, so you have to pay them a bit extra.
Yeah.
But then we're in the higher leagues now, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. But yeah, we got Paul Jones in goal this year, ex Sheffield Wednesday.
That'll be rubbish then.
Apparently, he was about 20th choice last year, they said to me. So, enjoy the racing stream. So I'm glad people are actually enjoying this stream, because we're not driving it.
Just realised, why am I
It's been a
still
good laugh.
watching Bandit Now's new car
When we're on track, yeah. You're a great spotter, aren't you? Or
It's because
there's a car alongside you.
I'm probably not yet most exciting.
Back to the spotting then. Steve Lowe, 17th position, is doing a 1:36.423 last time around.
Okay, this will be my first flying lap. The car doesn't feel too... Honestly, from my position here, I wouldn't know what it's gone through.
Hang on, let me go on board so I can see what speed you reach down the straight, and then I'll tell you.
I think it
what
was 239k.
Oh yeah, you're in K, aren't you? Oh, I've got it in the bottom corner, so I'm alright. I will let you know.
That is quicker. That's
That
150
sounds
miles an hour.
fixed. That's fixed.
Let's get a Di Stefano though, then.
I can hear that. That is better out the corners before you even start.
We should have done this earlier.
What, trashing?
We should have blown the engine at the same time.
147, 148.
That was at 136, 128.
136.2 you've just done.
So hang on. Oh shoot.
On the brakes, no. On the brakes.
That was just a shock because I said 136, wasn't it?
You're going the wrong way.
Just so I know, if we had, so we went in for 40 minutes of we went in for 30 minutes of repairs.
Yeah.
If we had blown the engine at the same time, would that be additional time, or would they fix it at the same time?
Nah, they should have fixed it at the same time.
So would it have been better to leave the engine running and blown the engine in the pits?
Yeah, but there's no guarantee you would have. let's put it this way. I was, what, 3 seconds a lap slower than that. We did, what lap did I pit on?
You pitted on lap 48.
Blue flag.
48, so I did 47 laps. So 141
40
seconds.
46 you pitted on. We were going to pit on 48, but 46 is what
Okay, so we're probably, oh god a minute. Without the blown, just say we blew it earlier and had to do the same pit stop. That's 2 laps at least I lost by going that much slower.
And ironically, I think you only got lap once.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know how. I mean, everybody else must be going dirt slow.
No, but seriously, like, because we had such big damage, we had no front of the car, it was likely that the radiator, whatever, was going to be busted, or the ventilation. Would it be better just to sit in the pits revving the throttle and then blow it at the same time? Because, I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
Go back to football chat. Zed Housenson, Bristol City. Like Bristol City, good ground that. Proper good ground.
We got through Alexander fan who says it's 22 quid to go watch that through.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, anything in the football league these days is going to be 20 for a home.
I mean,
it's going to be 20 quid.
Yeah, but 22 quid to have to go to Crewe.
I think you can't just talk about a ticket, you've got to talk about how expensive is the pie and how expensive is the pint as well.
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if Gav is still here, but I don't believe we do. I think we have sausages, chips. We have burgers, which are like homemade, so they're quite expensive. Not always cooked throughout. They're cooked, shall we say, how you would do in
You've got
a
10 minutes
restaurant.
left. 10 minutes to go.
So,
What,
you know,
medium rare?
medium rare, yeah. Sausages are, I've been told, something to be desired. I think the worst menu I've ever had is Workstop, and the only thing I'd eat on it was a cup of soup.
Eat?
Yes, that's how bad it was.
Ugh.
But yeah, if I'm just going to do this while Kireth's driving. Obviously, you've all subscribed to Kireth already. If you'd like driving, you know, simulator racing streams or whatever, you've got Double Dash Motorsport Media, who is Andrew and Howard, who run God knows how often, and you've got myself, which is under DW Media. So if you could give us a like, that'd be really nice.
And you can plug your respective
Oh yes,
broadcasters.
my employees. Yes, every Tuesday night I will be on Apex Racing TV. So I suspect you'll watch Kireth first and then pop over to me. But Apex Racing TV for GT Pro Trophy, which is commentated on by myself and another Andrew. I don't know what it is for commentators called Andrew.
Quite a few.
But well, yeah, the week before I did my first one on that, it was Andrew and Andrew in the commentary box. So they called the producer Andrew, even though it wasn't. Just because, you know, it could be an honorary Andrew. But yeah, I'll be on there. What day is it today? Sunday. So I'll be on there Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, commentating on that. And we did pretty well last week. I think we got about 600 views. So you won't be alone in the chat.
Quick update, mate. Martin's behind us doing a 1:35.4 last time around. So
Okay.
he's pacing this to the end of the race. He's sat in third place. So he's not going to be too silly.
Yeah, Gav says the sausages. The last time I went to watch was at Downham. I paid £6. Yeah, Downham's a lovely little ground.
That was
and
at
Al says, do you
136.19.
guys use IRFFB?
I don't use it, but I know people talk very highly of it. It's force
You're gonna
feedback.
have to help me. Oh, right. I just use what's on my wheel, to be fair.
Apparently it's much more detailed.
Yeah, it probably
Heard about it,
destroyed
haven't
G29, man.
B40.
I think
blue
we
flag.
could have a great stream if we all did like a 12-hour or 24-hour.
That's why I'm looking forward to Petit, because Petit's 10.
When's that?
Is it before? What comes in now?
I will have a look. I've got a page up here. Our first is the 17th, 19th.
Oh,
October the 1st and 3rd.
yeah, it's before.
Yeah, I think, well, if anybody's got a team for that, hello. I might be interested. Yeah. I'm free on that weekend. Yes, there's actually no Alpha Live feeds. Ooh, yes, I'm in. If anybody wants me. You know, I mean, after seeing our driving on these streams, maybe not. You've done a 36-1 now. We should have done this ages ago.
Yeah. This has been the weirdest race, to be honest. Like, from my perspective in terms of the stints. One lap at the beginning. A few at the end.
Well, let's put it this way. The next guy up the road is 5 laps up the road, but he's not in the race.
Ooh, could be close, actually. We're still in P40.
We could do 13 laps? Or is that too late? No, we've got 5 minutes remaining.
I'll do 5 if I'm lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah, maybe. Keep pushing. Yeah, we're flying right now. Live timing. Are you the quickest man on the track?
Oh no, there's no way I will be. Because the guy behind's catching me.
Where is... You're 36.3. You're matching 34th.
Nice.
Quicker than...
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Keep it neat and tidy. We still might get something out of this.
Yeah, you're probably quicker than over half the field easily.
Nice.
Let's see if we can see that
accidentally
we've spent
refueled to the max as well, but there you go.
Yeah, we've spent 1 hour 14 in the pits.
Okay, it feels longer actually.
I think that says 40. 1 hour 40. Yeah, there must be because there's a colon there, so yeah, it must be 1 hour 40 and 42 seconds.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Your lap times are pretty consistent.
So we do have... There is a team who are 28 who have spent 1 hour 1 minute in pits.
And they're 28th.
The 28th.
Wow, that is. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because there's double colon on that one.
Yeah, Gab says, can you put your links to your channels in chat?
Yeah.
That'd be easier.
I'll sort that.
I've done it, but I've probably done it in the wrong way. I was incorrect earlier. Martin's is car number 3 in position 25. So
Okay. He's still got the pace on me there.
Yeah. Then after that, it is P3, and he is just chilling.
Right. If I just press paste, will that actually use the link?
Should do. I saw Andrew definitely did it. Oh, he's gone. We've lost.
He's gone.
He did not fancy that.
If I just copy and paste it, will it just... Mind you, you can click on my name, can't you? Problem. I don't know.
Not always. YouTube chat's sometimes a bit fun. Yeah, you might have to copy and paste it still. Yeah. But if you, like for us, if you put anything like kind of like double dash, sport media, or DDMM, Club 100, that'll bring something up from us.
Yeah, I'll be honest, my streams aren't sort of planned, they're just thrown on. I'm still working out how to use the HUD on this.
I'm guessing you've had the white flag. Kireth,
I don't think I did actually.
Okay.
No, it's 2 minutes to go.
Leader is... I've got 3 hours and 1 minute.
No, I've got 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Well, leader is crossing start finish now.
And it looks like just a race rundown. Top 7 will finish on the lead lap. Just. 1 lap down to 13th. 2 laps down to 19th. And we are 55 laps down.
Wow, that is attritional.
Behind us, we've got 80 laps down, 92, 105, 107, 109. So we managed to complete 56. So we've completed exactly half the distance of the leader, pretty much. So,
Oh, P3's in the pits. P3 has had to pit, I think.
oh, so look.
Maybe a slash and dash for them.
Oh yeah, he is in pits. Oh yeah, he's coming back out. Will he lose the lead? Will he lose third? No, because the 4th is in Duncan.
Hey, Dan
And the
Smith, hope
people
you're
who
on.
knocked us off are 26. Not 26, 11, sorry.
You know, the biggest thing I'm surprised about is that I haven't DQ'd us yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Presumably I lost them for the spin that I had, like 2 or something.
Yeah, that would have been 2. Surely the leader's going to get checked flag this time.
Oh, sorry. Gav has just said he's a Spurs fan and my girlfriend's an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I'd spot that.
Slow car on the right.
Poor.
I think leader has just had the white flag.
Has she locked herself in the room? You know, just until Arsenal actually score a goal, never mind to get a point.
I think even with this car, we're kind of... They may be chilling, like you say, but we're kind of catching P9.
You've done a 35.9.
Hmm.
I could only get him in 38.
Yeah, they can't... No, the engine is definitely, like, a lot better.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
You're doing 140 mile, 150 almost.
Both guys ahead of
P39. 1 more lap to go.
38s.
You've just done a 136.05.
You say they're doing 38s ahead?
Yeah, 138.2 for Van der Merwe.
Oh, so at this rate...
38.1 for Eric.
At this,
Oh, this is going to be close.
yeah.
Because they're minus 54 laps down and not on the track. And we're minus 55. We get white flag.
We've been really good in the infield all weekend, David.
Are we actually going to get this? If we get 39th, I'll be sorry.
Leader is coming through your count now.
Yeah, I got white flag to confirm, so...
Yeah. The engine has been repaired somewhat, Al. It's a lot better than it was.
Yes, it literally
We've got
blew
10,
up and we
10
had 40
kilometres on the
minutes.
straight.
Yeah, we should have blown it ages ago. But I think
Checkered
because
flag, checkered flag.
I think I was revving it to the top to try and keep it going, and then obviously that screwed us up. In terms of, well, it didn't because it got repaired, but
I think once you got the ventilation damage, it's just a matter of time.
yeah. I still got my whole stint done. I was pitting the next lap anyway.
Yeah, it feels like worse than Summit Point yesterday, so...
Just 2 minutes left.
Oh,
2
well.
I
minutes to
think
go.
we are going to take this position.
Well, I'd love it if we do.
Thank you. Yes!
39.
Yeah,
That's the end of the
39!
race. We'll get it next time.
Hey.
And if that's not a call for donuts... No, I can't do donuts.
No, because we'll probably get X's.
Yes. P39, so we did actually... We got in the 30s. Wow.
Oh, hang on, let's just have a look. If we had not had 40 seconds added on.
Did some people get DQ? Some
40
people may
minutes,
get...
wasn't it?
Some people may get DQ'd, I don't know, at the end or
Oh,
something.
yeah. I mean, 40 minutes. How long is that? 1 minute?
Thanks,
1
Fafner.
minute
GG,
30
lads.
laps.
Bill Jones winner. Thanks. Yeah, look, most important thing is we went to the end and we finished the race.
We could have finished 35th in this race, I think, if we hadn't had that blown engine.
Okay, so 4 positions. Lippy, well done finishing the race. Yeah, we show you everything, and You know, it could have been so. It's racing is just brutal like this. Could have been so different if I just stayed a little bit left. I think at the start, it wouldn't have mattered about the guy turning into us.
We went through a million times. There's not a lot you could. Oh, well, we're 32nd.
What?
Lots of DQs.
What is happening?
Loads of DQs. We're 32nd.
P32. What? What are people getting DQ'd for?
The winner got DQ'd.
Laps?
ECR were the winners.
It looks like a lot of people didn't do.
There
were quite a few one driver people here. There's a few one driver people. Yeah.
It'd be the where did the orange car finish?
A lot of people haven't done the requisite split between the teams.
If you mean the orange car that took us out, they finished 11th.
Okay, that's kind of karma.
Yeah. Wow. Almost made it for top. What was it? 13 laps off the top 30.
You might get a DR increase driver rating.
I don't know the amount of X's I've got.
I only lost 20.
3, 4 drivers. Yeah. So the race winner, Ronald did 99 laps. Edward did 0 laps. That's why they got eradicated from.
We might have been close.
That's a good point, David, isn't it?
You did 12. I did 45.
No, the minimum was 7, so it was.
Oh, that's all right. But my best lap was a 38.3. Yours was a 35.8. On average lap, I did 39.8. You did 37.5.
Yeah, but your lap times were very, very consistent from what I can see.
Yeah, that shows you the engine.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, the winner did. Yeah.
And we got 23 instant points, so we were close. So yeah, you used them up perfectly, actually.
Oh, the team who were 34th got disqualified. No, they didn't. They were still running, actually. One driver did 110, 103, while his teammate did 0. Another one that got disqualified. One did 54, the other one did 40, and the other driver did none.
So some more info in the chat. Loopy saying, if you finish with the meatball, you also get DQ'd. Our meatball is when you get a flag because your car is so damaged it's dangerous to continue. You have to pit for repairs. That is probably the strangest race I've ever done in iRacing, to be honest.
That was pretty odd.
Yeah.
Let's have a look what the leader did. The leader's average. What did we say your average was? 37 something.
Probably, yeah.
The winner's averages were 36.8 and 36.3. So
albeit including pit stops, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we could have been in that top 4th place, 35.5 and 37.1. So yeah.
All I can say is bring on Montreal to finish the curse or whatever we've got.
Let's have a look at my calendar for next week. Oh, it's empty. No Alpha Lives on next week.
There's no football on either this week, I think.
Ooh, there we go. We can give all 3 a try. Is it 3, 4?
I feel I'm invested in the storyline. I want us to get a good result. I want us to win, to be honest. I feel like because if we're real, your driver rating is way below your actual pace.
Oh yeah.
My driver rating is a little bit high, but I'm going to do some VRS sprints this week, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something, and it should reflect where I actually am, and therefore our split should be good for us. The kind of other thing is that this split maybe, the start was weird in terms of all the carnage before the lights, maybe inexperienced driver or something.
So bizarre.
So that's kind of how it is in lower splits. So
yeah.
Something to think about. Is it, even if we qualify P7, is it better to start from the pits? I don't know.
I've seen that kind of split with how it's a long race. Okay, you may not see the benefits until like the second hour, but it probably is worth starting from the pits, because then you just know you've got a clean car.
Yeah,
well,
especially
if it helps. Who was it who started from there's somebody started from pits,
Yeah, probably
and he
look.
was up to 10th at one point. Who was it? And he'd gained 32 positions.
Well,
so.
someone started in 40th, Samsung Red, and they finished 15th.
Samsung Red. Let's have a look. Who drove for them? Josh Lowe. No, that wasn't.
And someone started in 38. That might not be Pitts, and they finished 4th. Actually, I'm not sure. Does Grid?
Yeah, I think that was them.
Actually, let me have a look. I'll see if I can go to lap 1.
32nd. Where's the grid? Here we go. No, it was car number 1. So it was the team that finished second in the. No, they finished 7th in the end.
Yep.
What? No,
And
this can't be right. The team that finished 4th.
Are Genesis Sim Racing.
Yeah, looks like they were involved in the big pile-up. Hang on.
Car number 6.
Yeah.
Looks like Jensen Ferreira started.
You don't have a lap chart, do you?
No, I'm just looking at the results.
If I'm watching this correctly, lap 1, they had to be in the pits. Lap 2, they were 32nd. So basically, 32nd was probably back of the field, right? Because so many cars were in the pits.
Yeah.
So I think they towed lap 1 or something.
They were only in the pits for 1 minute over the whole race.
What? That can't be right.
How that works?
But according to live timing, they were only in the pits for 1 minute. Is it 1 minute? Hang on. Is that the last pit stop actually?
They did a couple of driver
of
driver changes.
That was probably the last pit stop, which they did on lap. Hang on. I'm trying to work out its live timing. Pit lap 75. We're in for 1 minute 2. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Andrew, when you start from the pits, do you start from your grid box?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
From your pit box.
They started from the pits. We can see now because we can see all of the carnage. Yeah. To confirm, the team that finished P4 started from the pits. 100%.
There you go.
Pit stops. There we go.
I'm literally looking at stream now. Them in the pits, and me backwards on the start straight on the other side of the wall. So I know where I'd rather be.
Yeah, we're just so unlucky on that. That's ridiculous.
Right. Well, it was. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined us today. Thank you so much for the likes and the views, and I hope you enjoyed the chat. I've really enjoyed it. The time has flown by.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the chat.
Yeah.
And what a small world we live in.
Yes. Exactly. So we will remember this, and as a lot of people said all the way through, it is about the journey. And iRacing, can be brutal, but it can also be very special. And when I'm sure we do win as a team, it will be very, very special. And that, as we spoke about, that'll be the beginning of the series where we go into Club 100 Endurance and then Ginettas, and then I think we're culminating in the hypercars in Le Mans. So this will be the beginning of it, and we're all here to.
And by the time we get there, we'll be bringing, maybe Nico Hulkenberg out of retirement to join us.
Yeah, possibly.
Why not?
He's around.
He might just not want to ruin his Le Mans 100% record. Yeah.
Al says, thanks, guys. It's been good. Great input from Dave and Andrew, too. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you very much.
That's right. It's fun.
So I am going to end the stream there. It's 9:30 on Sunday. Hope you have a very good Sunday evening. And if you are in the UK, hope you have a very good bank holiday Monday. Very well deserved for everyone, I'm sure. As the guys have talked about, there's a lot coming up in the world of sim racing. So you've got Double Dash Motorsport Media live streaming the Club 100 G Sport Esports Series on Tuesday evening. If you haven't seen that, it is very, very special. Some of the fastest drivers in the game, to be honest, in that league. And then you have the as live broadcast of Lobby 2 of that league on Wednesday. And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, Monday. I'll probably be doing GT Sport to get back in the game. So I'll be doing daily races on Monday. So yeah, lots to look forward to. I'm going to mute the Discord chat for a minute as we go to the end screen. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Dave and Andrew, for coming along. It would have been a very weird one to do by myself, this, sitting in the pit. So, but the time went very quickly. And it looks like next up, Montreal, which could be very exciting. Yeah, thanks so much. You can say goodbye, gents, before I mute everything.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jan.
Cool. I'll see everyone next time. See you.
There was a wild ride. I know at the start you were curious, but my goodness, that was fast and furious. All the intensity we had, we've come to the end. Now that's too bad. But the energy threw books off the shelf, and we hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. We will go all the way. It's not about the trend. Keep going now. Keep going till we reach the end. Till we reach the end. If you had a good time being part of this journey, and the thrill is now making you thirsty, if you want to keep seeing the action, then just drop us a like so you can come back for more. If you're new here, we welcome you with a smile. If you like what you saw, just hit subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to see a Kireth card, and join us for the next part. Hope to see